He doesn't think of anyone but himself.
Sounds about right.
Come on.
And if you think he's bad, you should have seen the one I played in Diablo 2. Ha!
Oh.
Lag out all their connections. Be a bunch of bums, eh?
Hey.
Well, here's about 60 fucking
Hey,
skeletons
Finn,
and
ready up?
monster
Okay.
summons. Bite my beak.
There we go.
Let's get started.
Alright. Well, I mean, we have a 4, so...
Oh.
Oh, Frag finally got to play the Godzilla Save the Earth my way. Freaking love it.
Better.
Yeah, Save the Earth is pretty good. I still
The
like the
best,
PS4
man.
game.
Pretty good. Are you kidding?
Um,
It's the best.
I don't know. I think there is definitely a something to be said for the one that was on the Wii. What was it? I don't remember its name.
Unleash? I heard
Yeah,
all that
Unleashed.
about it. Especially when compared to Save the Earth.
Save the Earth, I think, is a bit more legit. But Unleashed tries to throw a bunch of shit at the wall and see what sticks, and I have to
Yeah,
give it a
man.
little props for that.
Also, you can beam glass, man.
Wait, are we alive now?
Yeah.
Oh, I see, and we're multiversing. Okay, well, you are.
For today's thing. And Kazan.
Okay.
The tag team of the century.
Alright, well. Hey, everybody! Welcome
Honestly,
back.
because I thought it was gonna be us three, but Blaze the drive. Hey, everybody! It's a little something different today. Mainly because, thank you, Warner Brothers and the people who made the game, for taking away the NDA. Now we can have some fun with this. I'm sorry, Suzanne.
And things will not go the same way again.
I don't know if he's sorry.
Get out of here, Finn! Oh my gosh!
Bullying.
So you guys do have health, and it's not percentage based, okay?
It's like stamina.
Steel of
Yeah.
justice.
Got me good that time.
Ugh. So yeah, I'm teamed up with a fellow member of the Grid today. Suzanne.
Yay.
So I got the best dad writer with me. Ah!
Kazan is unfortunately not here in chat, so
Unfortunately, but
at least he's with us.
yeah.
It's that one.
I never give up.
Alright. Do you doing more introductions, or are we just going straight to news?
Oh no, we're going in
You'll get him
So
next time.
anyway, fit today's theme, and I hate people who you want to taunt me. I'm gonna taunt you back. Wait till I get bugs level 50 these. I swear. Anyway, let's get to it. It's your host with the most, your boy Echo. We here, and I got
What's up, Echo?
the best old man. Hey, what's up? I got the best old man
Who you
here.
gonna play
What up,
as?
Frag?
Ah!
Came through from the show era by kicking a freaking stuffed dummy down a hill, and it was hilarious.
Listen, man. Those stuffed dummies, those mannequins, man, you gotta watch out for them. They even replace children, and sometimes the children explode, and you have to, they're a bomb, you gotta throw them. Gotta be real careful about that.
Yeah, see, Frag does everything the show will.
Been there, man.
He's killing it.
Y'all kids don't know how good you have it now. People ain't using small dolls as explosives. They're not strapping explosive collars to people's dogs and sicking them on people. They're not harvesting children's tears, literally harvesting them to turn into diamonds.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
stay away
it
from
was
Frag.
crazy back then.
Let's get
Good
started.
lord. Hey, we got the best newscaster we've ever found listening to music, and he's still listening to music. Done, take the headphones off. Say what's up to Jukebox.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Alright, you can put the headphones back on. Music.
Oh, good, because I never took them off in the first place.
You. God damn it. Oh wait, that's bizarre. Why am I hitting the wrong person? Ah.
Don't hurt your teammates, Echo.
I know.
Alright. Then
And
we have one more, and we have Blaze here.
Yeah, our mascot Blaze.
Okay, two things. First off, to what Frack say. Don't forget putting explosive in the snack and let the children eat it. Second,
Huh?
I love chicken vanilla.
Is
I'm
that
done.
what he said?
That's not what he said, but
No, I'm
Blaze-
adding this stuff. Don't forget the fact
adding to it.
explosive in the snack as well. There we go.
I'm trying to think of when that happened. Can you name a series that did that?
Yeah, it's a movie and not a series.
Okay, what movie?
Okay,
did that?
what movie?
It's a Joey Fat movie. That probably will explain, but
Right, but you didn't say which one.
oh, because I'm looking for a name. Yeah, I love good movie. I need to remember the
see.
name. Go on. Without me, I'll be back.
Oh, okay. We were.
I have trust issues.
Me too.
I have Blaze
Oh.
issues. It's like trust issues, but it's specifically when it involves Blaze.
I believe it.
Of course you realize this means
I love the "That's all, folks" on death. That's
Yes.
really cute.
You could get one with Spike from Tom and Jerry, and I love it.
Is that just one that you have up? So
Yeah.
that anytime any... Okay.
So anyway, welcome to the multiverse. It's going crazy today. Also, again,
Yeah.
WB, thank you. I need to shout out Curious Joy because I love Team Explosion, and she gave me a code. Please follow her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tragic Hero. There we go.
Who?
Tragic hero is what he said.
What's the provenance of this film?
It's basically a gang war movie. Rise to power, blow up your brother,
No!
of the
Date,
family.
nationality.
That kind of fun. No nationality, no, nothing.
So it
Date.
doesn't come from a country.
Date! Date and nationality as in where does it come from, Blaze?
And when?
Details! Details!
They're important, Blue.
I should have a link. Hold on.
1 point for
Thank
Blue.
you.
Well, while Blaze is doing that, shall we...
Yes,
Get
let
out
us
along to
begin.
the
We've
news.
got news, baby.
Yes. First, some congratulations are in order to our Ultraman friends in Subaraya. Shin Ultraman hit 1 billion yen!
1 billion yen.
Yay! Woo! Seriously, man.
Localization when?
Inspirational.
Oh!
And don't worry about it. You'll get him next time.
I'm sorry, I got hit. Double hit. It hurt.
For U.S. reference, that's about $7 million. Almost $7.8 million.
On its first weekend. I don't know what its what it costs to make. I could probably look that up.
I'm not the greatest at this, but I will do my best.
Who you gonna play as?
Hopefully less than $7.8 million.
Blaze, what the fuck?
So, Blaze, I'm reading the description here, and I'm not seeing anything about a bomb inside food.
Oh, it's in the movie, but it's not in the description.
Easy.
Okay.
It's not important. So, someone eating a bomb is not important enough to be mentioned in the description of something. Okay.
I mean, I'll be honest, that's like a minor thing in the movie, and that's saying something.
I was about to say, oh, this isn't a Showa era film either, but it is by like a year. So technically correct. It is a Showa era film where there is an explosive, presumably in food. I'm gonna have to see this film.
Just to verify what Blaze
You
said.
Wait a minute. The film is the sequel to Rich and Famous, but was released first due to its appeal as an action film.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
How do you make a film second and then release it first?
And you'll be surprised.
Hong
with the way
Kong
things
cinema,
work in
what drugs are you on?
Yeah, I mean,
Golly.
you'll be
Oh,
surprised
hey,
back,
it's Tom
way
and
back
Jerry
then.
with a pirate fit.
I guess that's not a thing to you guys, huh?
So anyway, more news.
Yeah, so they made $1 billion. What else do we got?
Let's get started.
I guess we can go straight to swag. Oh, God is coming! God is descending from heaven once again. I'm so happy.
Wait, which one? The one from Zoo Ranger or the one? So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know what you said.
I will punch you in the face later.
Don't do it.
Not now.
I doubt it.
Violent.
I am here for everyone who needs me.
Anyway, we're getting Gao God. Huzzah. They also, I did see I didn't post this in the thing, but I'll find it again. They posted apparently Gao God is going to be the 100th release in the Super Mini Pla / Shogoken modeling project line.
Nice.
So it's a big, like, anniversary number and all that. So they also said that they're going to be re-releasing, like, all of the Super Sentai model kits. So if you missed out on any of those, now's your chance to pick them up. They are the Zords from Jew Ranger, Live Man, Mega Ranger. What else did they do? Go-Go 5. And I think that's all the ones they did so far. So a lot of them. So if you want some awesome mecha model kits, there you go. They also are doing what they're calling an alternate Destiny, which is like an amplified, super badass version of mechs now, and they're starting with Live Mans. So if you like Live Man's mech, you're getting a awesome, badass, spiky version of it. Looks pretty cool from the prototypes we've seen, but only prototypes so far. Don't know if it's gonna actually like combine and all that stuff. I'd be happy if it did.
Of course you realize.
Well, Echo is falling to his death. Alright, and then last bit of token news I got. Also kind of spoilers what happens in this week's Superhero Time. But John and Aguilera are getting a spin-off. They're going to be the third Revice spin-off. First it was Revice the Mystery, then it was Veil Legacy, and now it is John and Aguilera. Doing what? We don't know. But apparently it involves some other writer. Or some black color scheme version of Aguilera. I think they're saying that's a different writer, not Aguilera. It's hard to tell.
Gets that one.
That's the translation say anyway.
Bro, what the f- God?
Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll get
Echo is distracted by Match.
I'm sorry. Tom and Jerry were avoiding the absolute crap out of me. So I am sorry, Kuzan. This is not. Ooh, you lucky Shaggy's Captain Falcon, and I don't want to play Shaggy.
Who you gonna
Wait, Shaggy is the Captain Falcon in this game?
Yeah, he's a meme, so
Well, yes, but
it all makes sense.
does he actually play like Captain Falcon?
Kinda, sort of. He hits hard like
Alright.
Captain Falcon, so
If you say so.
like it's ooh, it's a pain in the butt. But anyway, sorry. Continue the news.
Oh, I did through all of it, as far as I knew.
Oh,
Unless there's
okay.
some gaming thing. You had no comments on anything, so
Nah, it was all good. Honestly, I'm just happy for Revice, which I still need to catch up on. And it's not because I don't want to; it's because of work.
eh.
I hate it.
I have opinions, right? I'm getting build vibes from Revice right now, and not in the good way. I'll just
You talking about is for you? It's doing the whole kind of falling off a bit.
yeah. I don't know if Revice knows where to go. Segue into superhero time.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a quick U-turn real quick. We got a little bit more news.
Oh, okay.
First things first. Watch Chip and Dale. It's on. It just came out Friday, so watch it. Second, apparently we got a She-Hulk trailer.
Yes.
And She-Hulk is allowed to do things.
Okay.
Like-
I mean, I saw the trailer.
Yes.
It was a trailer for a show.
But
So,
muscular woman pleases me so.
oh, you just have a thing for She-Hulk. Okay, understandable.
I mean, wouldn't you? Strong women.
I mean, I think.
Strong women.
All right.
Also.
Oh.
Also.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out what it was. Oh, check your emails because you want to get into this multiverse with Alpha. You'll want to get
Do
in.
we?
Some people do.
Oh, okay. I was reminded of one other thing while I was scrolling through the gaming section.
Okay.
Live Alive is getting vocal tracks. Specifically, they're getting a vocal track for the giant robot thing in Live Alive, sung by what's the guy's name? Hironobu Kageyama, aka Maskman, Jetman, and Dragon Ball fucking Z. All right, I'm really hyped, and I listened to the song. It is really good.
It's hype. It's a product of its era, of the era it's trying to reference. It's beautiful.
I know it's. I was already pretty hyped for Live Alive, but now I'm even more hyped for my Live Alive. It's gonna be so good. All right.
So long as you like saga style games, where you don't really the whole party culminating thing isn't until like the end of the game.
Yeah, I know
it's
how Live
more-
Alive works.
Yep.
You get a character from a bunch of different eras.
Think they're gonna have like Chrono Trigger, and it's really not.
Oh, is that what you're hearing online? Like some people are thinking.
Oh, so some people. I mean, back when Live Alive was first getting fan subs, people were like, "Oh,
okay.
I thought this was gonna be like X," and no, it's not. I know I thought
Oh.
it was gonna be. I only knew ahead of time because somebody had told me. Oh yeah, no, this is kind of like it is a saga style game, and it just happens to do. It's like saga to the nth degree. it's pretty bonkers.
Yes. But Live, as someone who has played Live Alive, it's pretty great. I can't wait to play the new one.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anyway, is that everything now, Echo? Got anything else?
I believe. Oh, Ultraman comic. Yeah, Ultraman comics.
Ultra 7.
Indeed.
Who you gonna play as?
Yeah, new Marvel Ultimate Mystery of Ultra 7.
Yeah,
What it's called.
Be into that, motherfuckers.
So we will see where that goes.
I don't
Hopefully
know
it
if
goes
I will
somewhere.
fuck a mother over it, but I will be into it.
I believe. Oh, and TMNT Max. And if I didn't say it before, Rise of the TMNT August 5th movie.
I knew I
Be
should have
ready.
taken that left turn at
Be soon, be
Albuquerque.
soon. Other than that, I believe that is everything.
Will you stake your reputation on that, Echo?
Probably. I believe that is everything.
I think so. I think we recovered everything. Those
Also,
Ninja Turtle Max 2 look pretty cool. I'm not gonna get them personally, but
oh yeah, no, I'm
I mean,
not, but they look.
they look dope.
They do look sick. So other than that, my boys, I believe that's everything. So before we go crazy, let us dive back into
Who you gonna
superhero
play
time
as?
until I find more news.
Ooh. All right. So Revice. We got a lot to catch up on Revice. Where even were we? Were like way back on episode like 32, I think. 35 is when that released today. So yeah. So we had the Aguilera arc, aka getting Aguilera, or John fighting Aguilera,
Let's
and
get started.
finally cutting the demon out of her.
Get that love in your system, bitches.
Yes. Which, to be fair, that whole thing with John and that between John and Aguilera, I'm gonna condense it a lot. So, between episode 32 and 33, it is actually pretty good.
Literally and
Like that whole story going on, the fact that John has to do it herself. She tries to get Icky to just do it, but she hesitates and she wants to do it herself because she actually considers Aguilera her friend in some way. So,
Ain't friends no more.
meanwhile, Aguilera just wants John to kill her finally since she's lost basically everything. Sad. So, while they're doing all that, we have Daiji confronting obviously evil director, who is obviously evil. Because of course he is.
giant mallets when you was still a guy.
Akemi, aka Hot Doctor, tries to confront him a little bit. She gets kidnapped, and things happen to her later. She's not dead, so that's a plus.
Oh, this is what I mean by fucking Taz is invisible. Now I'm a chicken because he keeps seasoning me.
Alright, so that's 32. 33 is the actual final fight, and John gets her new weapon, Hashibiroko, which gives her a freaking scythe, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, there's also a cute little scene before the fight where Lovkov, because John is hesitating, Lovkov is being temperamental and not listening to Sakura. So Vice goes into her mind and finds like Lovkov's room inside John's subconscious.
Come on, so you can talk.
It's really cute. Lovkov's just in her room, which is like all pink with balloons and ice cream. Just listening to some very loud metal music. It's like just like a teenager not listening to his parents. These are her parents. And Lovekov just turns to Vice and just kicks him out of the room. Just no Vice allowed. Oh no, it's get out, you trash. That's the sign she puts on the door.
Fucking can't fight Taz, bro. Cause he's invisible.
I know,
Fuck.
but I still
I'm
like
sorry.
What else happens? Before the fight, John and Aguilera go on a date. Sakura and Hana, as their real names are, they go on a date at an amusement park. They have a fun play day.
Yeah.
Bumper cars, Ferris wheels, pirate ship ride.
Almost at 15 bucks. Almost there.
Meanwhile, Revice is just fighting Vale the whole time while they're enjoying their day off.
Yeah, man.
Meanwhile, Daiji tries to save Akemi from obviously the director, but gets his ass kicked. Just completely.
I feel like
Sucks.
they just don't know what to do with Daiji.
I agree with that.
It's
100%.
like he had I know he like in the beginning they're like, oh yeah, he's the secondary. Bro, it don't feel like it. It feel like you a tertiary, bro.
Not right now, though.
Yeah, he feels like a tertiary. But Jean, though.
You get a really nice, like, she pulled to the fight with Aguilera. We did get a really nice moment between them. I want to mention where, like, where like John has the scythe at Aguilera's stomach, and you see them unhensioned for a little bit. And Aguilera is just like, Sakura, I loved you. And John is like, don't put it in the past tense. I'm saving you, and you're gonna continue to live whether you like it or not.
Yeah, you're gonna continue loving her.
Take that, shippers.
And that's how that whole arc ends.
She
Huzzah.
saved her friend.
And they spend a relaxing time in the bath, which we do see as viewers. I'm just saying.
Luckily, it's like
Alright, so
at a
we
far
get-
distance from the front.
It's about as much as we see from all the guys, so... Well, no, they're not, like, standing out of the tub completely naked, so there's that. We do see more of the guys. Alright. Anyway, we also had 34, which is... This is the episode where I feel like Revice is really, like... it's stalling and or going off the rails, however you want to say it. This is the one where it started to lose me, personally.
I can go with the song. I won't know until I see it, but I can see why.
Well, Akemi is still with, obviously, Evil Director, and basically gets brainwashed by him. We don't know exactly what he told her, but now she's evil now, for reasons, and she has devil powers, for reasons. We're not sure exactly why, but... we're gonna need Hiromi, eventually. Unfortunately, we don't have Hiromi. Nor complaint I will get to later. Anyway, this is the episode where Daiji kind of goes off the rails. I think they're trying to make this Daiji's thing, but... Well, it's not. Daiji's trying to go on this, like, quest for justice, getting, to take down our evil director friends. And he's going too hard, apparently. He's too righteous now, since he doesn't have Kagero. Since he doesn't have his devil anymore.
Yeah, he's being too reckless.
Which is like, eh. He gets his throat cut pretty damn hard, though, so, yikes. I assume that, and he gets like a bandage around his neck, kind of mimicking Kagero's turtleneck. I think that's what they're going for.
Who you gonna play as?
Anyway, what else happens in this episode? Hana and Sakura, Hana is Aguilera's real name, they go on a date. They're being followed by, what's his name? Hikaru, which is the weekend dude, and Tamaki, aka Julio. So they're trying to have a girls' day out, and they just stare over at those two who are obviously watching them, just giving them the stink eye. That's pretty hilarious.
Oh, I hate it here.
Vale shows up and tries to beat up Vice, and gets mad at Vice for not being evil enough. You're not a real devil. And all that jazz. And Vice is kind of like, you're not my dad, but it's still like, just because you're my partner's dad doesn't mean you're my dad.
That pleases me.
Icky shows up, and there's a moment between Vice and Icky. It's in the next episode, but it's like, Vice is like, for some reason, he's letting Vale get through to him, and just like, Vice, do you really want to be evil? No. Okay, then don't be evil. And that's all that comes about from that. Who cares if you're not a demon? You're just Vice. George tries to... They try to set up a trap for, obviously, Evil Director. That plan goes through. George gets his arm broken. Why I'm bringing that up. Yeah, so he can't turn into demons right now, because broken arm. That will become important later. He is working on, like, mass-producing demons drivers, though, so everyone can be demons. And if everyone is demons, no one is.
That's okay, George. The whole "you might be evil" thing is coming into fruition now, man. What's going on?
Nah, I'm pretty sure George still isn't evil. He's not working with the director, so
Yeah.
he's just making more drivers. Alright. Anyway, so aftermath of that fight, they're almost dead, but the bad guys just let them live for some reason. We don't exactly know why. Director obviously wants the children alive because he specifically tells Vale, like, look, you can do whatever the fuck you want, you just can't kill them. For some reason. We don't exactly know why yet. We get weird things going on with Daiji where the writers obviously don't know what to do. I feel like they want Daiji to be like tempted by the darkness, but he literally can't because he already killed his darkness. So,
Let's see how that goes.
yes. Hundreds of things with Vice I already talked about. And then we have the big press conference at the end. Basically, the director set up a thing where he's holding a press conference where he's going to tell the entire world that they should just submit to the extra-dimensional overlord that is GIF. They call him an extraterrestrial being and interdimensional powers and stuff like that, so he's not from Earth. He's some sort of alien. Confirmed.
Space demon.
Yes.
Shocker
He is in
by
fact a
any
space
other
demon.
I believe it. We did it!
Yeah, he basically uses the whole thing as like a show. He shows like puts the cameras on the writers being defeated and it's like, see, our greatest technology can't possibly stand up. We must submit to the great power. Yada yada blah blah. Yada yada blah blah. Not a huge fan of our bad guy right now.
Who you gonna
They try, they fail, everyone gets their ass kicked. But at the last second, we have a new hero step into the fray. Hikaru is over demons. Who is Hikaru? He's the one kid from Weekend who's been following Sakura around. Yeah, it's not Hiromi. It's just this kid
I believe it.
who just kind of gets the belt out of nowhere. He kind of just asks for it and he gets it. That's pretty much it. And he saves the day. He just gets them out of there before they die.
Let's get started.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is
He said, I ain't
How is
fighting,
that?
I'm fleeing.
pretty much. And then the last scene is just Daiji being tempted to the dark side, which again shouldn't be possible because he already lost his darkness. So I don't know what they're doing with Daiji.
They're gonna use that to
I know.
bring Kagero back.
Probably, but there are better ways you could have done it.
Oh yeah, but this is Toa.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about this week's episode as well? 36?
Now we can save it.
Okay. So, yeah. I'm not... Just as a revise overall, what's been happening, I'm not super into it. For one, it seems like they don't know what they're doing with a bunch of characters, like Daiji. And then Vice and Icky, or Icky and Vice, there we go. They've kind of been, they're like on the sidelines, they're not part of the main plot right now. For the most part. Hikaru just came out of nowhere. And like Freddy Free is like, hey, I want a belt. And they're like, no. And then he just asks George for a belt. Hey, can I have a belt? And he just gets it. There wasn't really like any build up.
I mean, it's George. He'll do whatever.
Like, yeah, but there are ways you could have made it so that we could have expected Hikaru to be like a writer, like show him being competent before his actual moment in the sun, you know? Like there have been tons of fights that he could have hopped in and participated in as a civilian, and he didn't. So we get one scene of him just trading out in the middle of the night, talking with Julio for a little bit. That's about it. He's not fighting anybody, he's just punching the air. There is a couple of characters that is very clear the writers do like, and that is Sakura and Aguilera. The writers love those two.
Yeah.
Don't really care about anyone else. That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up from the recent swath of episodes. But hey, if you like those two, great, but I don't know. I kind of wanted it to focus like more on the family, which I know John is part of the family, but still. What else is there?
Woo!
I think that's most of it.
The winner! Nice one, Doc.
But yeah, and also it has a problem where characters are just irrelevant until suddenly they're relevant. So, like they're just standing in the background doing nothing most of the time, and then, oh, we need you to become a writer or do something important right now, and then they do, and then they're back to the background again.
I believe it.
Yeah. That's my thoughts on the current Revice episodes we've gotten so far. Not 36 yet, but
We'll get there.
yes.
On to some good news.
On to Dawn Bros,
There you go.
which is actually the one. This is the first time in a while that I've actually been more hyped for the Sentai season during Superhero time than the main writer season. It's been a while since that's happened. All right, just making sure I knew where we are.
Yep. How you holding up there, Frag and Blaze?
Just power napping.
Not power napping.
Same.
I believe Blaze is
But
going.
that was a good summary for me to catch up.
I
That's
believe
all.
Blaze is going night, but Frag.
What episode number are we? I'm old, dude.
36.
What episode number? 36 for Revice? Okay.
36 is the one that just premiered this weekend.
I'll another like month and a half, and I'll get caught up.
I believe it.
Zenkaiger I do actually want to watch, and then Dawn Brothers I do actually want to watch, but I don't know when that's gonna happen.
I just realized we're on 36, which there was an old tradition that 36 is when the main gets his final form, something like that. I was like back, like X8 he got it at 36. Ghost was around that time as well, and there's no sign of it in Revice so far. So
Builds was super late, wasn't it? Like within the last 10.
Yeah.
Build I think was 40 even.
And I think, Type Trideron didn't show up till super late either, I think, for Drive. And
I'm not sure about Type Trideron.
Gimes was late.
But
it used to be traditional that it was like about 15 episodes from the end, but lately those Bandai dollars demand more.
More toys, less.
01's was at 40. That was like 5 episodes from the end, but they had the whole COVID thing.
Actually, I think it was in the last episode, his true final form.
You shut up.
I will shut up. I friggin' hate it. Anybody who's saying that's his final form is I'm sorry, you're just wrong. No, it's not. It's literally his first form. That's it. I'm sorry, no. it's not.
It's
However, 02 absolutely is.
02 is marketed as the final form. It is the final form. Same with
Who you gonna
Fruto
play
Terra.
as?
heathens who still argue about
So
Fruto
what
Terra.
what do people say is his final form?
Tajador.
Other than I just don't
Oh,
see
for
it.
O's,
Yeah,
it's
because
O's has
I
a lot
heard
of
something
final
about
form
Korea.
contenders.
Or Tatoba.
O's
Yeah, I will at least give that much credit, is that O's does have more than one form that you could make a cogent argument is his final form, but it really is
Let's
just
get
Tajador. Like,
Fruto Terra.
no, I think you'll find that I said the right thing.
You
Yeah.
said the wrong thing.
Definitely it's Tajador because, it's red, and obviously that's a final form.
Oh,
It's Puto
That's how
Kira.
that works, right?
I'm in the Puto Kira camp.
It's totally.
It's Fruto Terra.
Actually,
Oh, I think you finished the
Tajador.
movie forms are never final forms except for doubles because it's his final form with wings.
Yeah, Double's the only exception.
Nah, even then I still say it's just normal.
No,
Exo-
it's an
or
upgraded
Westball.
of his normal. So like,
It's
the only exception.
it's his extreme, but
I know, it's extreme, but I am a stickler, okay?
I mean, it's not like it's wrong or anything.
And that's what I'll say about that. Alright. Anyway, with that discussion out of the way. We were on episode 9, I believe, of Dawn Bros, which is the Go Buster episode. So, the monster of the week for this episode, is a little kid. A little kid who just wants to play games with everybody. But surprise, it's not actually just a little kid. It is an old man, on his deathbed, reminiscing about the past when he was bullied, and just wanted to play with everyone. And it is that spirit that has turned into our monster of the week. Our Go Busters base monster of the week.
seems legit.
Yeah.
So, he doesn't actually have a
Relatable.
physical form that they can hit. So, conventional weapons do not work. It is unfortunate. You have to play his game in order to beat him.
Guns, tanks, aircraft, they were all used before. They only served to aggravate and confuse him further.
The only way to beat him is to play red light, green light.
Oh gosh, truly the most evil head game of all.
Mhm.
what is
Fifth
even that?
dimensional
So-
chess.
So, Harika is just working at the cafe like normal. And Don Momotaro comes into the lure package. And he's sick.
1 point for blue.
He's just completely out of it. The monster shows up.
Did he have to tell a lie?
No, we'll get to that. We'll get to
Oh.
why.
Cool.
The monster of the week shows up. Everyone teleports there. And Don Momotaro comes in with the whole parade. But everybody is just, it looks like they've all just woken up. There's no spirit at all.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Don Momotaro is just laying on the palanquin, in bed. He's got a sheet over him.
Oh.
Just ugh. It's a festival! And then he just falls out, and all his retainers just get mad at him. He's like, what are you doing?
Are
And
they?
it's all in, black and white, too.
Oh, that's excellent. Are they taking pains to make the retainers relevant? Or is it just
Not really. They have no names, and they only show up during his intros.
I'm
so-
100% down with this. I know that seems reductive, but I like it when a show is willing to just be like, no, this is just a thing. It just happens. There is no reason for this to happen,
It's
but
just
it
good old
does.
fun.
And you just have to accept it. Like Shinkenger, it was just I loved that. It's these dudes are carrying banners behind them. There's no reason for this to occur, but they're there, and any further expoundment on this is futile.
Yeah.
It will ruin.
Do not
the
spend
surprise.
do not spend cycles on this.
I just thought that they all look like they all just got out of bed or whatever. None of their hair is done. The guys are just wearing sweats. The guys who are actually carrying him are just wearing like sweat jackets and whatever.
Yeah.
It's just none of them want to be here right now.
Let's get
Like,
started.
this dude's sick.
And Don Mocharo tries to fight, and he just falls over. And they try to go for the
I
finisher,
mean,
and he,
think about it, man. They all get paid on the salary of a delivery, man. Must be tough.
Dude, do we
Aren't
know
you
that
in
they get
charge of
paid
the
at all?
dimensional paychecks, bud?
we don't know that they get paid at all. We don't know even where they come from.
Yes, I'm pretty
Even
sure what
more
they are is
powerful.
one of those like MMO like on level up effects. Like you can buy in certain MMOs where you have like, oh, now I have a fancy aura that it's purely cosmetic. It serves no real purpose, but it's shiny because you spent money or you did whatever. You got your level 79 paladin to defeat Exector, the Dark Knight of Dark.
All right.
Powerful.
Anyway, the explanation they give is so Haruka and Saruhime, blue and yellow, they visit the bot. They visit his dad, who's in cyber prison still, and he explains like, as a side effect of the superpowers that Taro wields, once every few years he becomes completely helpless.
So he's a werewolf.
Yes.
Got it.
Teen Wolf.
Something like that. So, this is once every few years, he is now completely helpless, and you can basically, he can't do anything. So, sorry, if you remember from the last time we talked about it, there was the little flash scenes where Hijibro and Sarabro were trying to like sumo wrestle him, arm wrestle, thumb wrestle. They do that again, but this time Sarabro is imagining him just easily one-upping Taru finally, and he just has that smile on his face like, yes, I can finally beat this man. About damn time. And Haruka just looks at him and just like, you're imagining yourself beating him, aren't you? No! Damn. I let myself, I was too... it was really great. So anyway, the way to fix this is they need to feed him 300 Kibidongo. They need to manually make by hand and feed him 300 Kibidongo in order for him to get his power back. Because that's how that works.
You'll get him next time.
So they're discussing, it's like, where the crap are we gonna get all these ingredients for all this Kibidongo? And Kaito just comes out from behind the counter with just a massive bowl of batter and just like, oh, here, I have your Kibidongo right here. Just like, wait, why do we have that in the back room?
Don't worry about
It's
that.
on the menu, see? He walks over to the menu, and he pulls off it's like one of those, like, board menus where there's, like, a board for every item. He takes off the bottom one and flips it around, and on the back side is the Kibidongo.
Oh.
For why?
Okay.
Don't worry about why he's trying
I don't know how he expected anyone to order that, considering it's literally against the wall. And Haruka's just like, wait, we have a secret menu? How long has that been there? What else is there? And she tries to look, and Kaito's just like, no. No one looks at the secret menu but me. So they get to work, hand making all this Kibidongo, and just stuffing it inside Taro's mouth. 301. 300 of the things.
Jesus.
That's a lot. Meanwhile, we catch up with our bad guys. Crazy laughing man, Sonoza, is being crazy and laughing, trying to figure out how human emotions work.
Let's get started.
And he's just going up to random people in the street and just laughing in their face. Is that how you laugh? Just like, no.
Oh,
And he
no.
tries it to someone else. He's just being a crazy man.
Oh god, not the crazy man.
And our girl, Sonoi, comes to pick him up and is just like, hey, someone's up with our leader. We gotta go see him. So we go to their secret base, and the leader is just standing there staring at something. We'll find out what later. But he's having a vision of some sort. We will get back to that later. But anyway. Catch up with Mr. Momotaro here. He has eaten his 300 Kibidongo, and it's time for the rematch. He's back up to full power, and they're ready to go. The game is red light, green light. and Pink and Black immediately lose. Kijibro and Inubro. Because Inubro just has no patience for games, and he just is immediately taken out. And Kijibro tried to stop it, and was immediately taken out as well. So they're out. So they tried to start the game, and Taro is still weak. He is not at full power. Why? Because they didn't do it the right way. They didn't make the Kibidungo the right way. So now they need to redo it, this time using a traditional Japanese mallet, basin and mallet, where like you see one person is like kneading dough, the other one whacks it with a hammer. So you have to do it the traditional way, the right way. Because if it's no good, then it's no good. So they need to feed this man 300 more Kibidongo.
Oh god.
So throughout this entire... Taro eats 600 Kibidongo in this episode.
You think he built for it?
That man has a stomach. But he is at least in somewhat fighting condition. Or at least he's not as weak as he was before. Because he's at the scene of the battle helping civilians out. Keeping them away from the bad guy so they don't disappear into wherever. They can actually win. It's actually tag this time, so... If he touches you, you lose. And you get zapped into who knows where. Alright, so they do that. Sarubro and Oni's sister finish up their 300 Kibidongo again. And they get back and... Wait, no. Oh, wait, no, they don't have it yet. Right. Right, so they get called to the scene. They help him out. But then Kaito shows up with the Kibidongo now. And it's finally time for Kaito to shine. So Altaro is eating all the Kibidongo. Kaito transforms into Zenkaiser Black and tries to fight the monster.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Black, baby.
My dream of a better world.
And it has the same engine and everything, it's just, now it's in black and white. And it's pretty dope! Unfortunately, the monster has no physical form, so anything he tries to do just passes right through.
Almost
Unfortunate. Meanwhile, Haruka is having a complete freak out about, like... He's just like, wait, what's going on? Why can our boss change? I've got so many questions! And then everyone in the audience is like, yeah, we do too!
Sometimes you just gotta have questions that won't be answered until the very end.
What's up, Doc?
Mm-hmm. So Monster of the Week. So now that Taro is almost back to 100%, it's time to play another round of Key by Red Light, Green Light. This time with Mooks. So they're fighting the Mooks, and when the monster is on the other side of the field playing Red Light, Green Light. So whenever the monsters, so we get this awesome scene where they're doing the fighting, but we see it from the monster. He turns around and the fighting's all stopped, and they're all just in various different poses. And one of the last ones, there's this Mook doing like a flying axe swing, coming down on Momotaro, just frozen in the air.
Oh, I believe, dude. I believe.
He's just like, red light! And he's in mid-jump, and he's just in the air, just completely frozen. It's like, wait for it. Wait for it. You don't see what happens with that, but it's hilarious.
Oh god.
I believe.
Now I gotta fight fucking Batman and Superman.
Anyway, they beat up the rest of the Mooks, but Taro's still a little weak, because as it turns out, there wasn't 300 Kibidongo, there was only 299. Oh noes, Kaito missed one. But don't worry, the power of friendship made up for it. He specifically says, like, your help has made up for the last Kibidongo. Was the last Kibidongo I needed to reach full power.
Okay.
And then he just pushes her aside and proceeds to beat up the rest of the Mooks in his new upgrade.
So... the power of friendship is worth exactly one Dango. Got it.
Yes.
Note to self for future reference: power of friendship has a quantifiable number associated with it.
One Kibi Dango.
One. Well, that's good. At least it wasn't worth 0. I mean, yeah.
Right. Red gets into his new Robot to Row upgrade. Proceeds to slice the crap out of all the mooks at like super speed. That's his power apparently. And manages to beat the funk out of monster by beating him at red light, green light. Huzzah! The day has been saved. And the old man has a smile on his face as he is dying. Oh well. Sorry, old man. Meanwhile, back with our bad guys. So, what our Mr. Sonoy was watching was a bus just driving through the mountains. It goes through a tunnel, and everyone disappears. They're all gone, except one guy. One guy who was asleep, but everyone else is gone, and the thing crashes into the side of the mountain. And we get a line about the bestials, or the Juto, are coming. The enemies of the Noto. Yes, we'll learn more about that later.
Red gets that one.
Yeah, that was only episode 9 though. Dawn Bros is really fun. I love it so far.
We have a winner. Nice one, Doc.
Good job, Don Bros. Entertained but chilling.
Yes. Episode 10 is the Gokaiger monster. There is a guy who wants to be a manga artist, but apparently has no talent. So
Sounds
his
like
only
me.
recourse of action is to go around and just kidnap manga artists to steal their talents, quote unquote,
What is this?
or
Space
pirate their
Jam?
talents, you could say.
Oh, so like, I'll shut up.
No, go ahead and say it. 'Cause I just
Nah, I'm not gonna say it.
No, because I literally just said Space Jam. Because
No, I was
Yeah,
gonna
like
call-
Space Jam.
I was gonna call someone out for being a hack, but I'm not gonna be.
No,
that
do
way.
it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
No,
Do it.
no. Your
Do it.
average is the guy author.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Boom.
Should have said it, but you know.
Anyway, as for our main plot of the episode, Haruka, now realizing that Kaito is the admin, just goes up to him and is just like, so, first she starts by asking the obvious question, so, what the fuck is up with you, dude? Why can you transform? What is going on? And Kaito is obviously just like, well, none of that matters. I'm not going to answer any of your questions. But I will tell you this, you have maxed out on your Kibi points. So you can basically get any wish you want. And Haruka thinks about it for a little bit, and by a little bit, she doesn't think about it at all. I was just like, alright, I want my real life. I don't want to be a Don Bro anymore.
What?
I don't want to be a Don Bro. I want a glamorous life as a manga artist. That's the life for me. Not hesitating at all on this. Not gonna think through anything. And that's what she does. And the world resets itself so that she was never accused of plagiarism. And she won the award, and she has all the fame and fortune she could want. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Good job, Haruka. So, while she's going about being a manga, she meets a new girl. Turns out this girl is the person who took her place on the team as Oni's sister. Because Haruka is now a manga artist, the monster of the week goes after her. But thankfully, the new Oni sister is there to help. And Taro actually likes her. She does the thing where she like swears loyalty to Taro, and Taro's just like, okay, you can join us, why not? I'm not gonna like kick you, unlike Haruka. And so Haruka just after the fight, Haruka just shadows her for a while and sees how the Dawn Bros are doing, and they seem to be getting along better than when she was actually part of the team. Like, she's helping out. She's helping out the other members all the members know each other because the new girl is like, here, I'll introduce you to all of the members, including Pink and Black. Haruka doesn't actually get to meet them, but she says she can introduce them, so...
Huh.
But everything's going fine. They're like an actual team now, and not just like some random collection of people.
But I like the random collection of people.
There is one moment where they're at Sarubro's house, and she's cleaning around, and Haruka's just like, so wait, are you guys a couple? Ooh, inner team romance. And just like, no, we're not. We just help each other. I don't like cleaning, so she does the cleaning. Haruka tries to help, but she just fails. It's unfortunate. But then we get the dark twist. It turns out, she basically has the same. The new girl was originally a photographer. She was an aspiring photographer. But then she was accused of plagiarizing her photos. So she lost all credibility, and now she just hates all the pictures that someone else claimed. And they're in like a random diner, and one of the pictures on the wall, and she just runs up to it and stabs it with a knife.
Nice.
Seems sane and balanced for sure.
Oh my gosh, Jake.
Gets that one.
Meanwhile...
Blue.
Oh, anyway, no. So we get the backstory. She took the photo. She was accused of plagiarism. So Monster of the Week shows up for the final round match of the game. The new Oni sister tries to fight, but Haruka realizes that her heart's like the new Oni sister says like, "Oh, I gave up on photography to become a Donbro to help protect people," but Haruka watches and just like, "No, she hasn't given up. She still wants to." And
You'll get
I shouldn't.
time.
I was not Oni's sister. If it's not for me, then she wouldn't be. Then it would be me and not her. She wouldn't have to get involved and all that stuff. She just has like a mental crisis. And so she runs back to runs back to Kaito in the bar and just like, boss, I know you know who I am, so make me Oni's sister again. I want to be the ranger, not her.
Hey.
All right, and Kaito is just like, all right.
Kaito,
You still have points, apparently.
Kaito
Let
don't
it be
give no-
so. So Kaito resets the world again, back to how it was. Haruka is now Oni's sister again, but this time, she's got her club. She finally has a club that she can use to beat fools. It's great. Big old
Yeah.
spiky club. She also has the new Robotaro upgrade, but so does everyone else, so
Oh.
a little less special.
Like, how'd they get? Don't worry about it. They just got it.
This is Inoue. He doesn't care.
One time and one time only will I be Shaggy.
So we get an excellent fight, and with a great insert song. What is it called? A Better World, or no, A Battle World. That's what it is. A Battle World. It's a great insert song. If you haven't listened to it yet, give it a listen.
Bet.
Now we go through. We get to see all of them in their glory. The monkey is a suit. It's the same combination. 3 of them are suits. 2 of them are CGI. It's not as bad as just the default suits. It's not super great, but it's not as bad. I personally feel. I mean, just because they're less human now.
Let's get
So
started.
There.
they do their thing. The dog is now Sonic the Hedgehog because his main move is just like spinning around in a ball, just bashing through things.
Listen. Sonic Forces.
I mean, he was already a Sonic character, so
Listen.
now he's just actually mimicking it. You get an excellent, like, fireworks style finisher. It's really fun. And the day is saved. We get a little flashback to the one girl who was Oni's sister for a little bit. She won her award for photography, so she's not being accused of plagiarism anymore. Huzzah. So I suppose that does confirm, like, I think Kaito had something to do with the plagiarism accusations against Haruka. Because, like, Haruka mentions somewhere in this episode, like, I never plagiarized, I was just accused of it. So, as we see him before, it can go back and forth, basically. Just whoever's in the Oni sister spot needs to lose all their, like, artistic credibility because of plagiarism accusations. That's just the price you pay. I don't know why, but that's apparently a thing. Oh, so we get that episode, and then the last episode that we need to catch up on, episode 11, aka the Ninja Monster, who is just a ninja dude that Taro delivered a, like, scythe weapon to a ninja, to a wannabe ninja dude. The ninja challenged him to a battle, and Taro immediately kicked his ass. And that is how the Monster of the Week was born.
I'm back. And things will not go the same way again.
So it's a vengeance quest.
Yes.
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it.
The Monster of the Week is solely focused on beating the shit out of Momotaro.
He's doomed from the start, but I'm down with it. Hopefully it winds up being almost as good as the sort of similar arc that was in Ryukendo, where a mook gets, like, bullied and just, like, comes back stronger and just, like, punishes. And it's really funny because the mook, like, doesn't know what's going on, but he's like, I am strong now. I must go.
Unfortunately, no, because this only lasts for one episode.
Yeah. No. It's like a maybe 2 episode thing, and the mook gets bullied, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
So anyway, we get caught up with our bad guys. Turns out they can also visit Jin, who's in cyber prison.
Nah.
So they visit him and ask him about the bestials. They also refer to him as a guardian. Apparently, Jin was made a guardian for his crimes. What crimes? We don't know. Apparently, the dad committed some sort of crime, and that is why he's in cyber jail. So he asked him about the new bad guys, and he's just like, well, they possess humans. Beware of anyone making origami, because that's what they do. Whether it be a cat, a crane, or a penguin.
She's gonna give me a
There's,
riddle,
like-
sir. Gotcha.
Alright, be on the lookout for origami. Got it.
Yeah, baby.
We get caught up with our black. Been a while since we met our black cat, our black Inu bro. He's trying to work as a dishwasher, but he's having flashbacks about his girlfriend, which causes him to drop plates and gets fired. Unfortunate.
Oh, a girlfriend that I don't see often. Why? Drop split.
So, he steps out of the building and the cops are there. However, one of the cops was on that bus crash and is now possessed by one of the new bad guys, the Bestial. So he's going on a rampage, just eating all the food in this diner, and no one can stop him. And he really wants to kill the dog. He's a cat monster because he's making cat origami, and he really wants to kill the dog. So Inubro gets on his motorcycle and starts driving away. And this dude is just chasing him on foot. And it is, unfortunately, it is Saber levels of green screen. So, pretty bad, but also hilarious. So, cop manages to catch up and just shoves a cat origami into his mouth. Which apparently makes him super sick. Gives him a fever, starts hallucinating. Not 100% sure why, but he is sick now.
Have you ever eaten cat origami?
No.
Exactly. That's why you
All
get
right.
sick. Can't be eating that cat origami, man.
So,
bad for you.
because he can't go to a hospital to solve his problem, because, you know, wanted fugitive, he goes to Kijibro's house, because that's the only nice dude he knows. And Kijibro is just like, I don't know what to do with a sick man. And so Kijibro runs to Momotaro. Just like, Momotaro, I need your help. there's this fugitive in my house who's really sick, and we can't take him to a hospital.
So,
Like-
no lie, I don't know. Well, no. I guess I would trust Momotaro to cure the sick.
But no, but here's
Only
the problem.
because of
Momotaro is busy. Momotaro is his delivery man. He's got deliveries to do.
Well.
So what
he's just gonna
Momotaro
have to-
does... Momotaro sends Haruka and Saruhime to take care of it.
Oh,
Since
that'll go
yellow
well.
and blue
That'll go well.
to deal with the problem. So they
Saru's
just show
got
up.
this, I believe.
So they show up at the apartment just like, "Hi, we were sent by Momotaro. We hear you have a sick fugitive in this apartment. We're here to help."
Come back. God damn it.
Oh hey, Silver, how's it
Hey,
going?
Silver.
Hey.
We're in the middle of
guys.
superhero time.
Gotcha.
Oh god.
So Haruka shows up, starts doing like normal, like basic medicine with like Japanese style medicine with like a towel on his forehead and just like, and that. Inubro looks at her and just like, "Natsumi, you're here!" And Haruka immediately slaps him in the face. Because Inubro tried to hug her and she's like, "No, stranger danger, you're not, no," and slaps him in the face.
I got it.
Kijibro is just like, "He's a sick man! What are you doing?" It's like, oh, Natsumi. I know who Natsumi is. Natsumi is his girlfriend. So just pretend to be Natsumi, all right? And it'll be fine.
His
So
wife?
Haruka is just like,
Haruka.
okay. Haruka is just like, okay, I'll just pretend to be I'll pretend to be his girlfriend. Just like, it's okay, Tsubasa. Natsumi is here. Just focus on getting better, okay? He just looks at her, Natsumi, and then it flashes. The illusion breaks, and he sees that it's actually Haruka, and just like, "You're not Natsumi!" And he immediately kicks her into a wall.
She is just getting beaten.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Why is it like
Meanwhile, Mr. Momotaro is doing his deliveries when a shuriken flies out of nowhere and almost hits him in the face. But thankfully, Momotaro has superior hearing and just blocks it with a clipboard.
Huh?
Yeah, he's just walking down the street. He hears the whoosh, 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 and just holds up the clipboard, and there's a shuriken in it. Huh. Alright. Monster of the Week is ready for revenge. That's what Momotaro does. Meanwhile, back at the apartment, Haruka almost blabs that they're both Dawn Bros. And Sara Bros is like, "No, you can't. We can't let the pink guy know that we're superheroes. Right? We have secret identities. We're superheroes." She's like, "Oh, you're right. Yeah, of course."
This is gonna be fun.
This was actually a really fun episode. So they get teleported everyone gets teleported to battle. They're like in different rooms, so they don't see that they're all being teleported. So they get teleported to the fight. The ninja lays down some caltrops, and Pink immediately steps on him. This is not Kichi Bro's day, just FYI. So Kichi Bro winds up stepping on some caltrops.
Weaponized
And they-
Legos.
Bro, I just love Tommy.
And they try to...
I guess.
They start to fight, but then Momotaro is just like, "So, has the patient gotten better yet?" "No." "All right, I will handle all these mooks. I will handle this fight. You guys need to make sure that Tsubasa lives." And they're just like, "Okay." So it turns out when they demorph, they just get teleported back to wherever they were, which is convenient. So they demorph. They head back to the apartment. Meanwhile, Kijibro stepped on some caltrops, so he goes to the hospital, and he picks up some medication. And he comes back to the apartment and just like, "Hey guys, I'm back from the hospital." Just like, "Oh, so you went to the hospital to ask them how to fix for medication to fix for Tsubasa? Great, give me that." They grab his medication and immediately feed it to Tsubasa. But it's not what they think he is. Tsubasa immediately gets up and has to go to the bathroom because turns out it was a bunch of laxatives. Just like, Tsuyoshi is just like, "Those were for me. I've been kind of blocked up." And Haruka gets up, is just like, why did you go to the hospital to ask about your problems? Haruka just doesn't care. So they're in a fight. Blue gets the idea to like cook up some rice broth to help for like healing or whatever. Some rice porridge. Because he's gonna need fluids after the laxative. So they start cooking that on the broth. While they're waiting for that to cook, they re-henshin and go back to the fight and help out a little bit. Pink, back in his apartment, sees that they left the stove on cooking and just like, what? You can't just leave the stove on? That's dangerous. And so he tries. He still is injured on his foot, so he tries to like turn off the stove. He trips, knocks it over all over the floor, and now he's burned his feet. That is injured because of caltrops, and he gets teleported back into the fight, and immediately just runs into him and just like, Pheasant, you got to take this more seriously. And so what Blue does, he picks up the Pheasant and just throws him like a shuriken. Pheasant shuriken, go! And tosses Pink into just a bunch of mooks.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
You'll get 'em next time.
Unfortunate. So they're like, okay, so our broth should be ready by now. Let's just go back to the apartment. They teleport back to the apartment, and they just see Pink just lying on the ground unconscious. Not henshined, he de-henshined. He got rolled and was teleported back to the apartment unconscious. So he's just lying on the ground just like, wait, what the crap happened here?
Listen, sometimes you just get rolled, okay? Oh my god, I forgot how crazy Velma is.
So they wake up Pink, and they're like, okay, so we got one more thing. So I got one more idea. It's on the superstitious side, but it should work. 1, we need a large wash basin filled with salt. 2, put it on your head. 3, pray to God that your patient recovers. That should do the trick.
Yup, that'll do it.
Oh.
I believe.
So while Kiji Bro is praying for the patient to get better, they're just like, all right, that'll distract him for a few minutes. Let's go back to the fight again to help out Red.
Yeah.
They get back to the fight. The ninja has now used duplication jutsu. So they appear, they help him out a little bit. And then Pink forcibly gets teleported there. Still with the bowl of salt on his head. So finally Yellow and Blue are just like, wait a second. Wait a second, is that guy in the apartment, was he the Pheasant the entire time? It's like, wait, you guys? Really? So we finally so 4 of the team members know who they all are. Huzzah, it's about time.
Wow, time indeed.
Meanwhile, back at the apartment, Miho comes back from work. AJ Kijibro's wife. Now this is interesting. No, she walks in, sees Tsubasa lying on the bed, and she's just like, what the? Who is this? So she does not immediately recognize Tsubasa. Not immediately anyway. So she may or may not be Natsumi.
You got a twin.
I don't know. But what does happen is she sees him, and then something takes over. She like starts turning her head all creepy like, and she goes over to him and just grabs the cat origami out of his mouth and crushes it.
Oh god, his girlfriend's evil.
Mm-hmm. So he finally gets better, but by the time he like wakes up and she's like, Natsumi, you're there, and then she's just gone. So no further update on that. So finally, now that Black has recovered, he gets teleported into the fight. About time. He immediately goes for a kick No, he says like, sorry about the holdup, companions, but I am here. And Red is just like, who the fuck are you calling a companion? I am not a companion. You are your companions. I am the leader here.
Let's go, Tom and Jerry.
Oh, he shows up to the fight, knocks the salt off of Pink's head, which blinds the monster of the week. Thank God, because thankfully everyone else was wearing sunglasses, so they didn't get all the salt in their eyes. Just a monster. Monster gets salt in his eyes. They all upgrade to the Roboteros and just wipe the floor with them. And that's basically the end of the episode. Except for one little scene where it's Miho at the table and she folds bird origami. She folds a crane. Da da da.
Things.
And that is the end of the episode.
When good NPCs go bad.
Basically, just send Frag to him. He'll fix him right up.
Yes, finally caught up with Superhero Time. It's been a while.
It has.
Woohoo!
There you go, friends. You've returned to Superhero Time.
Let's get started.
Yes. Anyway, Silver is still here. Yay, Silver! It's been a while.
Yeah. So.
How's it going, bro?
Same old, you know. Nothing more to it. You can't complain. You know,
Glad
That's
to
good.
have you here, buddy. Say hi
Yeah,
to
of course.
Silver, audience.
yeah,
Also, Tom and Jerry
go ahead.
are super fun.
I believe it.
Yeah, Echo is just doing multiverses. If you're not watching the stream.
With Kuzan.
Yes, with Kuzan.
Oh, wait, am I supposed to hit those back? Jerry! See, this is what I mean. Tom and Jerry is like a technical ass character. Okay, so I'm gonna review this real quick just cause it seems Jerry. Oh yeah, we're playing tennis with this. Okay. Okay, it all makes sense.
Oh, that's kind of cool. All right.
Hi, Shiva.
Oh, hey. Hey, Blaze.
Blaze is in fact here.
Alright, so I'm
I
gonna
love
review
how-
this real quick, and this is just the alpha state, so this isn't a full review anyway. But I like it. It's Smash Light, basically. Kind of like the other ones. But with personality. Nickelodeon. Take note. Because how the F? Right now, honestly, my favorite characters are literally just Bugs and Tom and Jerry.
Where's my glasses?
And I say Bugs because he's a goof, and Tom and Jerry because like, bro, this man's a menace. all of his animations are him trying to swipe at Jerry, and everybody else gets caught up in it. You gotta love it.
They killed Jerry.
So this game has potential. I don't want them to screw it up.
Nah, they'll probably screw it up.
Characters exclusive to Season Pass. Fear of missing out.
Emerge field?
I hope not.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, I believe it, but one can dream.
It is free to play, quote unquote. So
Aggressive monetization, go!
Don't worry about it.
yeah.
You'll get
I-
it.
Honestly, if they ask for like if they ask for payment right up front, I would trust it more.
Exactly. No, like if you make it buy to play, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. It's when you do buy to play and then pull what Chocobo GP seems to have done, which is like have the
Yeah.
season passes and stuff. Oh yeah, you could get Cloud and Squall if you do
Well,
this season pass
Chocobo
stuff.
GP has like it's both. It's free to play and buy to play.
Oh, that's true. It does have the free to play version. Okay.
Yeah.
You can only go to a certain spot and then There you go.
I still like that
Gonna play
by
it.
buying the game you don't just like have access or a means of permanently unlocking those characters seems really skeezy to me.
Oh, let me get on.
Now, okay, they
At
may
least
wind up
not-
having Cloud and Squall be available later, but
Yeah, no.
that's
I-
kind of
I
like a
agree.
maybe at this point.
Look
And
at
I'm
this
just like,
man.
come on
Look,
now.
look at these two heathens.
Classic. Alright.
So, Spy versus Spy playable when? I know it's not a WB property, but like Spy versus Spy skin for Tom and Jerry, please.
I would love.
I'd buy it.
Like, this is the best character. The most tricky to play. He's got the best knockout scream. Come on now, best character. Bug second best. Give me Duck Dodgers and we're smooth. Oh, I killed Jerry.
Who you gonna play?
You gotta
as?
remember where to aim that thing. But yeah, this is a multiversal rumble. It's fun. It's better with people. By people I mean friends. Other than that, I don't hate it. I like it. I can see myself playing it. Just improve some things because I hate Taz. Because Taz is invisible.
Well, that's definitely going to get fixed.
It
Like
has
that's
to.
a
Kazong, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best, bro.
Wait, you mean like invisible as in you can't see him?
you can't
Yes.
see him at all.
He has a glitch where like he can't be
Let's get
seen.
started.
Like you can see the
Oh.
icon under his character, but that's all you can see. You can't read his moves. You can't do anything, and that's like a core
Oh,
fundamental of any of these games is you have to know what they're doing. And Taz is just like he
Right.
could do anything to you and you wouldn't know
I
until it's
can't
over.
do it. No, like,
Which is
that's-
just broken.
I just want to play that.
I saw you fighting him
Dude.
earlier and I was like, that's just terrible. That's I don't know how that's being accomplished, but that needs to be fixed too sweet.
Oh, it just right at the beginning he's invisible.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, him and Velma are described as experimental, so they're still working on them.
Alright.
Velma's actually really funny. I'm like, why? She's the support, but she's like an aggressive support.
What is he?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Velma show.
If you guys remember PlayStation All Stars,
How dare
Sly,
you? How dare you?
Sly in lieu of a guard had the ability to turn invisible. That
Yeah.
was Sly's whole gimmick.
Yeah, for Taz,
Oh.
it's an accident.
Yeah, for Taz it's an accident though. Like, you can make a character that has invisible, that can be invisible, but this is not what they intended. This is not the intended invisibility.
So he can get out of it once he does a certain move. He's good to go. But like, people aren't doing the move all the time. So,
Well, yeah, because they're invisible.
but it's a good move to do. I'm doing what I can, bro. But yeah, this is multiversal shenanigans, so expect a lot of WB properties. I just love Tom and Jerry's hit animations. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm still iffy.
You just made my list.
As you should.
I'm a man of little faith. So. Anyway, what's next on the docket? Other than you eating the crap out of people.
It was a nice little segue to the real issue of today.
Point for blue.
Yes.
You've had your 2 weeks now, people. It's time.
Red gets that one.
Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness.
Oh god!
Spoiler review ahead. If you haven't seen it, beware of spoilers.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm gonna review. I'm just gonna tell you what
I know
thought.
Frag hasn't seen it. Silver, have you seen it yet?
No, not yet, unfortunately.
Dang.
How dare you make such aspersions on my character, Jukebox? You're absolutely
wrong?
right, but
Alright.
how dare you?
Ugh.
Have I no secrets?
Oh, there's a. You just get to the point where you just know a person.
I see how it is.
Oh, we did it! Oh god, let's go!
Nice one, Doc.
Oh, nice
Oh, you
aerial
just
bomb.
spiked him.
That
Oh,
was precious.
oh,
Gook.
oh,
Bite it,
oh.
invisible boy.
oh.
That
We
was
did it.
sick.
Yo.
Gets
That was
like
so clean.
Oh,
Boink.
look at
Clip that, somebody.
Someone clip that for me. Thank you. Oh, that was
yeah,
beautiful.
Get
yeah.
Who you gonna
dunked.
play
Oh,
as?
that's what we call it, get dunked. Also, yeah, see, Velma's experimental, they're still working on her. Same with this boyo right here. So anyway, Kazak, I'm sorry, I'm trying. I'm trying. Hold on a second. What? I'll cut your hair tomorrow. Alright. So anyway, where was I at? Oh, right. So, my overall score of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I would a solid 7.5. What about you, John?
Hold on, I'm clipping your fang. Give me a minute.
My man with the bong. Harley Quinn, everybody. Harley Quinn.
Hold on. Where do you want me to put this?
Wherever.
I'll put it in gaming.
Let's get started.
I'm gonna make a clip section. Remind me to do that.
Get dunked.
Pong.
Alright, anyway, what was your question?
What would you rate Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? So we dive right in.
7.
Yeah, I gave it a 7.5. That had issues. But like overall I was enjoying it.
Yeah, I liked it. There were a lot of things I did like. The third act was great.
Yeah, man.
The third act was great. The setup was also pretty okay.
Yeah.
8 for the second act, the main dimension they go to, 8 for 8. There's a lot of cool ideas there. I get why they do what they do there. I'm just not a fan of that.
Oh, yeah, no, agreed.
Made my list.
And then their choice of villain.
I think it worked. Well, we'll get into that in spoilers.
Yes. Are we getting into spoilers now?
Yeah, it's a solid 7 across the board. So, well, at least for me and Don, since we did see it. I know there's
Yeah, I give it a 7.
Yeah, there's others who've seen it, and like I said, like, watching it the first time, I did enjoy it, and then, like, watching it again, it's just like, yeah, I can see where the issues are. It's a good movie with a lot of problems. Well, not a lot of problems, but it's a good movie with some problems. No, I do not have any codes. This was a code given to me.
Yeah, sorry, Watson.
Point the blue.
We have no codes.
Let's see. We did it! Yeah, we won, baby! Let's
Nice one,
go!
Doc.
Thanks for
Nice.
the follow, though, Watson's right, too.
Again, chat, just saying out loud. Again, talking spoilers for Doctor Strange. If you don't want those, peace out now, or forever hold your peace and be spoiled.
I gave people time on the podcast. This is a special podcast because I won't have time to stream the rest of this game, so I'm gonna do it right now.
Yep. It has been 2 weeks.
I was making excellent peace puns, and nobody got to hear them.
Oh, say him again.
Well, you know, don't go to pieces.
Who you gonna play as?
That's what it means to peace out, is they get to hold on to their peace. They have to You know,
Right.
Echo's going to say his piece.
Yeah.
You know,
You know how it is. So yeah, welcome to the podcast where we talking a bunch of tokusatsu goodness. Well, in this case, it's more.
Oh, we already talked about the Tokusatsu goodness.
Yeah, we're.
Well,
I would
guess Doctor Strange
contend
counts.
that Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness would qualify as tokusatsu. By the
Most
literal
most
definition.
superhero movies really would, honestly.
Yeah, pretty much anything with special effects, but superhero films in particular
Yes.
would qualify, I would think. Whether
All
you
right.
want this definition to be that literal or not is another can of worms.
So
I can
Mhm.
understand why you wouldn't, but
for those who are pretty interested, there's two things you need to, maybe three. No, I'll give it three. Three, maybe four, but definitely three. You need to watch both Infinity War and Endgame to know where this is going. You also need to watch Doctor Strange. And lastly, you need to watch WandaVision because it picks up.
WandaVision, I would say, is
WandaVision
one of
is
the more
definite
required
must.
ones.
There's
Yeah.
references to the other two, which is why I say watch them if you want to understand them. Oh, and No Way Home gets a couple references too, so watch that as well.
It gets like one. Yeah.
Well, fair enough. One or two. Where we at?
Actually,
Okay.
when they did the No Way Home reference, they specifically mentioned like, Strange said something like, "Oh, we had some multiversal problems with Spider-Man that we dealt with a couple months ago." It's like, wait, didn't you forget all that? Oh no, you forgot Peter Parker, not Spider-Man. That's how this works.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. And the movie picks up with a version of Doctor Strange, who they've called Defender Strange, is getting attacked by something we don't know.
By
And
some strange, ethereal tentacle monster. Something like that.
Yep.
Along with America Chavez
America Chavez makes her movie.
in her classic costume. And so they do that. They're trying to find the Book of Vishanti in the Nexus of Realities. So in the space between dimensions, as it were.
Yep.
why does the Book of Vishanti and Vishanti-related things always seem to get lost? Somebody's got to keep a better eye on this shit. It's like, it's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. Strange, do better, man.
You better Strange.
I believe in you, man.
One of the Stranges. There's a lot of them in this movie.
A Strange needs to do better. I don't care which one, unless it's Blaze, in which case, do a lot better.
Blaze is the Sorcerer Supreme.
Listen, in an infinite number of permutations of reality, there is a
One of them
statistical,
must.
there is a non-zero statistical probability that indeed there is a Blaze. Actually, it's a statistical certainty that there is a Blaze. That is a Doctor Strange.
Knowing how
Well,
Blaze-
not just a
I don't know,
Blaze.
man.
In
I
an
just
infinite,
think that's
in
the
an
West-
infinite number of universes, there are an infinite number of Doctor Strange Blazes.
This is also true. And why I don't like talking about infinite things, because it's really fucking terrifying.
I don't know. I think
It makes me feel really uncomfortable.
guy.
All right. Anyway, so they're fighting it. They get to the book. They almost get to the Book of Vishanti, but they're stopped by the monster. Strange gets stabbed in the leg.
And Strange
And-
goes, the only way we can get out of this is if I take your power. So he tries it, but it don't work.
He tries sucking the power out of America Chavez, against her will, I will add. And then he gets killed. He gets freaking stabbed.
Yep.
It's unfortunate, and by unfortunate I mean, yeah, it's fine.
We have a winner!
Let's go!
Nice one, Doc.
Who's kind of a jake anyway.
Yeah.
So
Let's go, Kazan.
after that, America opens up a portal and takes herself. Well, no, Strange is able to barely kill it. I think with his like dying breath. Yeah,
Yeah, he's able to stop it.
he
but,
kills that one at least with his like dying breath.
But
Who you
America
gonna
freaks
play
out,
as?
opened up a portal, and they end up in the main MCU universe. Her
Both
and
America Chavez and the corpse of the other Doctor Strange.
that'll be important later,
Yes.
apparently.
Echo, are you spoiling the plot?
Mm,
We talked about spoilers, man. We said we were gonna do this. Did we not? Did I not say hold your peace?
he's
I
playing with my
was
life right
being
now.
facetious.
Man,
But
I'm
yes.
Okay.
trying with Tom, bro. Look, it's hard to play this technical ass character, but I love him so much. Look at this. Look at this. Man winking at me. Like, yeah. Jerry's
Alright.
like, I got the bombs ready. I got you, Kazan.
So we got that. Meanwhile, we catch up with our Doctor Strange, he wakes up from a dream that he had. He dreamed about that whole experience. So all that we already saw, that was all just a dream. None of it actually happened. Just a dream. So Strange wakes up. He wakes up and goes to Christine's wedding, aka his ex-girlfriend's wedding. Not marrying him though, marrying some random dude who turns out to be a fan of Doctor Strange.
Yeah. As wedding shenanigans happen, you know, they're like, hey, you happy, Steven? He's like, huh? Yeah, I'm happy. You know, not every day you save the world from being wiped in half.
And there's another guy, one of the doctors from the first Doctor Strange movie, who comes up to him and says like, yeah, I was zapped away for 5 years. You sure there was another way? And Strange is like, yeah, no, we only had one plan, only one way to beat Thanos. Everyone had to be dusted for 5 years. That was the only way.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, sure, whatever you say, Strange.
Which is the reference to yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they don't directly say, in the movie, but I'm just gonna call it out. I think there might have been another way,
There was.
just based on things that happened in this movie.
There was another way.
That's 1 in the morning.
Yeah,
This man ate Jerry.
but Strange went with the plan he did because he thought that was the best course of action. And it resulted with a lot of people getting hurt. Unfortunate. Anyway,
Well, see, he was
shenanigans.
looking at it from a position of pure logic, which is, here's this train going down some tracks, and on one side of the tracks, you got one person. The other side of the tracks, you got like 50. Which are you going to save? One person? Your best friend? Or the 50 people? Which has more intrinsic value? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a
It's,
more
it's
dilemma.
trains, man.
But he made that
You gotta keep
decision.
an eye out for that Thomas the Tank Engine, man. He's vicious. He's a bloodthirsty monster. Gotta watch out for that guy. I say this as a longtime fan of Ringo Starr as the conductor. True story.
Kid
He did-
dogs. Yeah.
Was he the actual in the voice in the cartoon?
He was.
Or whatever
He
it's
was. He's there. It's Ringo Starr standing there as the tiny little conductor.
called?
He's not in every season. He's in like the first 2, maybe just the first one. I don't know. I haven't
Nice.
gone back and rewatched Thomas the Tank Engine. Sorry. I'm sorry. My Toku cred is in shambles.
It's all good.
1 point.
And
At any rate, it's cool because Ringo Starr is cool. There.
Yes.
I said it.
No, I agree with you on that one.
Oh,
Alright.
no, Kazan, be careful.
I do not agree with the assertion that he was not the best drummer in the band.
Wasn't he the only drummer in the band?
No, that's based off of a quote, I think by Paul. Oh, he's not. Ringo's not even the best drummer in the band. And it's it's pretty.
Get him next
It's rude. It's like in an
yeah.
interview, I think, and it's not very nice.
It's-
And it's kind of done in jest, but at the same time, I'm like, I think somebody might actually believe that, and I don't know who that is, but you shouldn't. I mean,
Oh.
Ringo's fun.
See.
Who you
Yeah.
gonna play as?
So at the wedding,
Alright.
at the wedding, like I said, shenanigans happen. A little bit of shenanigans, not heavy important, not like a main plot beat. They're just talking, and he's talking to Christine. He's like, "Why didn't we work out all this type of stuff?" And it's just like, you know exactly why, man. 'Cause you gotta be the one holding the knife. Blah, blase, blase, blah. Just stuff.
You're
kinda-
a superhero. You have to be in control. You can't trust me. Yada 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 yada.
that type stuff.
Love shenanigans ensue.
Mm-hmm.
Melodrama.
And then a little one-eyed tentacle monster attacks, and everyone thought it was Shumagorath. It wasn't.
No,
It
chaos in the streets. Well, technically, no one else can see. They just see chaos happening in the streets. Things just floating in midair
So Strange
and getting
goes-
crushed.
Yeah, so Strange goes, "Nope, I'm on it," and puts on the cape
You get
and
it.
starts dealing with it.
That is a pretty neat transition. He just jumps out the window and just like magics his suit over his other
Let's
suit.
get started.
The cape has a lot of personality.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like it.
Yeah, the cape is its own character. It's sentient. Well,
Yeah.
Sentient might be pushing it, but it very much has agency.
Gotta love the cape, man.
So Strange hops into superhero Spider-Man action.
These momos really think
It's very Spider-Man-esque from like the original Sam Raimi's,
Yeah,
where you see him just.
Sam Raimi put his footprint in it.
This is that you can definitely tell Sam Raimi directed this one.
So while we get
So
to that,
Strange heads to the battle, does some magic mumbo jumbo to see the giant, not Shumagorath,
I forgot what it's actually called.
Gigantos.
Something like that.
I'm pretty sure it's
It's supposed to
Gumashora,
be.
actually.
It's supposed to be Shumagorath. They
No,
even
it's
said
not.
that.
Gumashora!
It's not supposed to be Shumagorath.
got a
I
different
forgot what his
name. Original character Donut
But
Steel.
it looks so similar though that a lot of people really thought it was.
It's Gigantos
There
is
you
the
go.
name they're going with. But here's the thing. In the I'm subscribed to the Marvel YouTube, and in one of the videos they did promoting Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, they specifically said, you can read these comics to find out more about Shumagorath, who inspired Gigantos in this movie. So, I think they wanted to call him Shumagorath, but for some reason couldn't. I don't know what the legal issues around the name are. So,
Onore Kapukum.
I don't know if it was specifically
Pure,
that comic,
pure,
but
pure speculation.
I'm gonna.
Making mouth noises out my ass. It's okay.
What I will probably say it was they don't want to get into another Mandarin situation.
Another what situation?
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Oh,
Red gets that one.
Maybe.
that.
I don't know. I don't know enough about the inner details of how Marvel copyright works. So, I will not pretend to know.
So that's easy. Disney. Just whatever Disney would do, that's what happens now. That's how it works.
That's the easy version.
Thanks, Disney. So much.
Anyway, fight ensues.
Wong shows
Strange
up.
shows up. Wong shows up. And they beat the crap out of Shumagorath.
Worry about it.
They cut off its tentacles. They stab it in the eye with a light post.
Yeah, and
Then
the eye
pull
fall.
its eye out.
Oh, that was so gruesome.
They got away with a lot in this movie.
Oh, it was very gruesome. Oh man, really pushed it. I'm sorry, cause I couldn't freaking use the fishing pole to get myself back.
So they do that. Strange during the fight realized that the monster was specifically targeting America Chavez.
He's like, "What's the
So
deal?"
he meets up with her. What's your deal?
She freaks out.
I'm from a different dimension where I met you, and you died. You tried to steal my powers, and it's like, I don't believe you. And she's just like, all right, I'll show you your body. And they go and they see Strange's body and just like, well, shit. All right, I guess I believe you.
So it wasn't a dream then.
Nope. As it turns out, every time you dream in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you're actually experiencing the life of a different multiversal version of you.
Hey Frank, what's going on? Frank, when you dream and you think about what's going on with yourself, what's your multiverse self doing?
Real talk? No, can't say it. Get your banned, dude. Can't happen.
Not Frank living his best life through the multiverse.
Listen, if I ain't gonna have it,
They have fancy
I
Shaggy in
realize-
this game?
Yeah.
Alright. Huh.
Listen, come on, Frank. It's okay that you're living your best life. I'm playing Velma, so I have no choice. I tried, Tom.
Anyway, so yeah, that's... Every dream in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is just a different multiverse version of you. And Wong even calls out, like... So even the dream where I'm, like, naked being chased by a clown, that's happening somewhere in the multiverse? Just like, yep. Definitely is.
Yeah, so... Have fun with that thought. It gets so much worse. So they talk in multiverse stuff. You get your little No Way Home reference with Spider-Man. Not exactly the dude, you know, Peter. Not Peter Parker, because we don't remember him.
No one remembers Peter Parker, just Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So you do that, and then, okay. Before we do this, do you guys know who the villain of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is? Anyone who hasn't seen the movie? You guys know?
No. Should I?
No. We'll get to it.
Because they did. I realized after the fact they did a damn good job hiding who the actual villain was. So Strange notices that the monster has the markings of witchcraft.
And he says, I know someone.
I know someone who can help me figure out witchcraft. And he heads to the Scarlet Witch. On the Maximoff.
On the Maximoff. She's like, I knew you would be here eventually because of what I did in WandaVision. Which basically, she took over a town. It was kind of like House of M, but kind of wasn't.
Yep, she took over a town to live her fantasy dream life with Vision. Where they were a happily married couple with kids. And everything was good. But the entire town was brainwashed and it wasn't actually real. So, turns out it wasn't so good. So anyway, Strange explains the situation. It's like, we're dealing with witchcraft. There's no one in this world who's better at witchcraft than you, so we kinda need your help here. And Wanda says, oh, well, if you need my help, I guess you could bring America Chavez here and we can figure out a solution together. Pause. Dramatic pause.
You had never said her name, did you? Nope.
The classic slip up. You know said character's name before I even said character's name. So yeah. Wanda's the bad guy.
Yep.
Straight up.
Why? Because
No qualms, no like weird mind control. It's just Wanda is the villain this time.
Yep. Why?
She wants America Chavez's power so that she can go meet her kids.
Basically get what she lost at the end of WandaVision. Touch it.
Yep.
Sounds good. So she's the hero of this story, in other words. Got it.
You're gonna play it.
Oh, they make a little bit of the thing to that. It's like, oh, so as they discuss what to deal with America Chavez,
pretty much mastered the paranormal.
she brings up that same argument. How come when you break the rules, Strange, you're seen as the hero, but when I do it, I'm seen as the villain? Well, Wanda, maybe it's because you'll find out in the rest of this movie, but maybe it's because what she did hurt people.
It turns out that line was said by a villain. Like, that line was taken out of context on purpose by the trailer.
Yeah,
Turns out that's a villain line, not a hero line.
it's really something.
Because she says that after the reveal that she's behind the whole trying to kill America Chavez thing.
Yep.
You're not supposed to sympathize with her in that instant.
So she gives them an ultimatum, and it's basically, I'm going to go to, because Strange revealed where they hid America at, because it was before that reveal that she was the bad guy.
Yes.
So she said,
I mean, to be fair, there's not a whole lot of other places where she can.
yeah.
So. Anyway, Wanda's like, alright, so
Bro,
you hand
bro,
her over,
this is
or
so-
I'm gonna come to Kamatage and I'm gonna take her. End of story. Strange is just like, alright, well, we'll meet you there. If you come, we're gonna stop you. Like, good luck with that. So yeah, that's our introduction to the villain of this movie.
Velma, oh my gosh, it's Phoenix Wright.
She is?
Yep. She's basically Phoenix Wright.
Oh yeah, she gathers evidence. Did she go into like objection mode? Does she have like a mode other than that, or did she just pick up clues and use those clues?
Well, I gotta get.
Because the thing with Phoenix Wright was always like he collected the evidence, then he went into trial
I gotta get my
mode,
big head move.
and then once he went to objection, that's when he started kicking ass. I'm going to which he kinda does. Okay.
There you go.
Anyway,
Objection
so
move.
with villain reveal happening, Wanda, Strange goes back to Kamertage. They call all the sorcerers in the entire world together to try and fight back against the Scarlet Witch. And it's a pretty dope fight, honestly. We get the ominous clouds rolling in. Strange goes up to meet Scarlet out of the clouds, just like, Wanda, we're not just gonna let you take her. It's like, oh come on, I don't want to have to kill you all, but I will.
Yep.
I will. You just gotta give me the girl, and you can all leave, and I will leave you all alone.
Yes! Call the police! Let's go! Oh, she broke the shut.
Yeah,
I hate
don't
it.
worry about it. You'll get him
Apparently,
next
when you
time.
get all the clues of Velma, she calls the police.
That's not what happens in Scooby-Doo.
Oh, her glasses are broke.
Let's go!
But anyway, basically they got a shield set up, so now it's like, okay, Wanda
Yeah,
can't
all
get
the
in.
sorcerers are making like a big ass shield that Wanda's trying to blast through, but you can't.
Then she's like, oh, she notices a dude is scared, so she gets into his head. tells him-
Mortify your minds! Just like, he just finds the one dude who's just a little freaked out. It's like, just whispers in his ear and he just bolts. And that dude got fired.
Yeah, that
Well, he
dude-
was killed, and then he got fired.
No, that dude's definitely fired. I love how Batman talks so much shit to Shaggy in this game. It's like, eat it, hippie. Oh, shit. Oh, anyway, my bad. But yeah, the
So
dude runs-
Wanda just
Let's get
tears through everybody.
Yep.
They have magic cannons set up. They do nothing.
Nope.
Wanda
Yeah.
just tears through, kills everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's pretty much dead at this point, minus a few people.
Yep. she gets inside the temple. But Strange is just like, well, you stop here. And there's this really cool thing that he does with the mirror dimension. He traps Wanda in the mirror dimension.
This is where it becomes a Sam Raimi horror movie.
Unfortunately, Wanda is also a master of the mirror dimension, apparently. And starts using it to, like, teleport through reflections.
Yep.
So if anyone's standing on, like, a puddle of water, which, by the way, they really need to clean out Camertod, because there's a lot of just sitting water on the floor. She just sticks her hand out of it and just drags them into their doom. You got all the horror music playing in the background.
Sick Ryuki reference, bro.
God, I'm glad you said it. But yeah, this is where it becomes a horror movie because Wanda.
Yeah, Wanda just jump scares everybody and just drags them into hell. They eventually realize, oh shit, cover all the reflections. Do it now, now, now. They start doing it. America Chavez just stares at one of the puddles. Again, really need to get better janitors at Camertage. She's just staring at a puddle, and Wanda's eye like pops out like, ah! Like, oh my god! Jump scares for days. And then the last reflective circus is a gong that's just hanging in the room, and she just busts through it like she's from the freaking Ring,
Like
straight up.
It's a lot of body confusion.
Straight up crawling out of this gong like Sadako in the Ring.
Yep.
Or the Grudge or whatever.
Even twisting her body, putting it back in place is like they go all in with horror, Wanda.
Yep. So she gets into the heavily fortified fort sanctum or whatever it is. Then I forget how they resolve this. Actually,
Okay.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Basically,
No.
she tries to deal with America's end. America's like freaks out, and that leads to them going.
Oh,
to another
she just straight opens the next portal.
Yeah. Trying to get away from Wanda.
Yeah, and Strange like blocks a shot, which causes the cloak to get damaged.
Yep,
Sucks
and
to be
that's why
cloak.
she freaks out. I believe.
They leave Wong behind, unfortunately. So Wong's just kind of stuck, fighting the Scarlet Witch alone. It doesn't end well for him.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll get him next time.
Ah, I got them confused.
Anyway, they start reversing dimensions. It's actually a really dope scene where they're like just going through dimensions and changing how they look to match whatever dimension it is. There's one dimension where they're just paint,
Get all your points, come on. Get all your.
and there's another one where they're like that's like comic book style, and they look like they're in the comic book.
Yeah, it's not a lot of.
They're just flying through.
There's one where they become paint, literal paint.
I said the paint one. Yep.
Oh yeah. They go to like the old timey one too. Hilarious. They go through a bunch, and then
But eventually they stop at Universe 838, which is fairly close to the main one, except it's all covered with vegetation.
Gonna play as.
And also, red means go, and green is stop.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunate. The Strange almost gets himself run over.
Guess that solves
Yep.
the mystery of what teammate will
So
you
as they're
choose?
walking, you know, trying to figure out where they are and what to do, there's a moment where America grabs food. She's like, yo, usually where I go, fruit is free when I do this type of thing. But not here. Not here is not. And she gets yelled at by Bruce Campbell, of all people.
Yes, Bruce Campbell is in this movie. He's just a street vendor.
It is hilarious.
Yep.
It really is.
He spends the entire movie hitting himself because that's
Yeah.
how Strange resolves the situation.
Essentially.
Strange tries to like talk him down and is just like, okay, buddy, you're gonna deal with this for a while.
Yeah.
It's
And so
not very
Bruce Campbell
cool.
just starts punching himself in the face. And apparently the spell will last for like 2 weeks
Oh,
of just him punching himself in the face.
Yep. I'll tell you what. though.
Doctor Strange is a dick.
Oh, he is. He is. So they deal with that. I think they go to they walk past something, and we get to see a little bit of backstory here.
For some reason, they just have this like memory replayer on the streets.
Yeah.
It's literally just a thing you step on that replays your memories.
Let's get
Me
started.
don't.
It does this completely
What
free.
you mean you don't?
Like, does Yorktown not have one of these? I thought this was a common thing.
Yeah. So imagine playing.
It does, but normally you have to pay for it. Here it's just completely free, and it's just on the
see,
street.
that is different.
Yeah.
That is very, very
So-
You could you randomly walk on it, and suddenly it starts playing your memories for everybody to see. Kind of rude, honestly.
kind of hot. I don't know.
So Strange steps on it. He sees his first date with Christine because apparently he still has a thing.
Oh, he's totally whipped.
Yeah.
Lovesick. That's what I
No,
meant.
no, you're right.
Lovesick.
Totally would.
And then Chavez steps on it,
You see
and
her
she
backstory.
sees her mom's.
Get smacked into the multiverse.
Yeah, and the first time she opened the portal, she got stung by a bee and opened up the portal to a different dimension that sucked her mom's in. And she never saw them again.
She thinks they're dead, but Strange makes her feel better by saying, "You don't know that."
Your moms might be alive somewhere in the infinite multiverse. You just gotta find them.
Essentially, yeah.
I mean, if you survived, surely 2 adults would, right? Right.
Gets that one.
So anyway, they have that little moment, and eventually they get the idea, oh, you know what? We should go to the Sanctum Sanctorum in this universe. The best person to help is Doctor Strange. So they head to the Sanctum Sanctorum, and they see a memorial for Doctor Strange. Big old statue that's just like, this statue is here to honor the memory of Doctor Strange, who gave his life to save the world from Thanos.
He never scored.
Essentially. Does he ever?
That is in fact true. Well, we'll get to that.
Well, actually, nope. He gets cuckolded by Loki. Actually, in that, I take it back.
Oh, imagine.
Ooh, Earth X is an experience. I tell you what. Loki's character arc in that is absolutely brilliant. I'll leave it at that. Oh, mwah.
So, so they're in 838. They're in this dimension.
Yep.
They see the statue. They're like, well, shit. If I'm not the Sorcerer Supreme in this universe, who is? They knock on the door, and it's Mordo. Baron Mordo is the Sorcerer Supreme in this universe.
Yeah, good old Mordo.
And Strange is just like, oh shit, he's gonna kill me. Mordo's just like, friends! My friend, dude, Strange told me you would show up eventually. It's like, okay.
And they talk. They explain everything that's going on with Wanda.
Let's get started.
They talk a little bit more.
Wanda's been corrupted by the Darkhold, evil magics, yada yada, blah blah. And they also reveal that she has the darkest spell in the Darkhold is a thing called dream walking.
Oh,
where
that's where it gets more horror movie.
She possesses an alternate dimension version of herself, so that she can attack them by possessing the Wanda in this universe.
Yep.
So it may not be a
Nightmare on
monster
Elm
they fought.
Street reference, bro.
But so here's my question. I wanted to get to the dream walking thing first. Do lucid dreams not exist in the MCU? Do you not have lucid dreams? Does no one have that? And if you do have lucid dreams, does that make you like a dark wizard
Makes you a sorcerer.
of immense evil?
Well, no, just makes you de facto magically powered and therefore dummy busted.
Yeah.
And since most people are bastards and borderline evil anyway, then yeah, pretty much yes.
All right,
Never mind,
good to
I
know.
talked myself out of it. Considering the average human condition and the behavior of the average human being, yeah, sure. Why not? I believe it.
And there's also, I don't know if it was specifically this competition or a different one, but Chavez does mention, like, she doesn't dream, so she doesn't have any multiversal counterparts.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just her.
And she knows that because she just doesn't dream. Unfortunate. Anyway, so Strange explains that and the whole dreamwalking thing. Wanda starts dreamwalking into her 838 self, where she has kids, but no vision. I'm gonna point that out. In this world, she has her kids, but there's no dad.
Maybe the same thing happens. Like, this is just speculation on my part. Maybe the same thing happens, but like, there was a good outcome from it. That's all I can say.
Maybe I just thought it was weird that they make Wanda's whole motivation like her family in this movie, but there's almost no mention of Vision at all. Like, there's one at the beginning, but that's it. I just want to throw that out.
Gets that one.
No, I agree with that.
Seems a little odd, but anyway, so she starts doing that. Thankfully, her kids manage to distract her. She's about to go on a complete rampage, but her kids are like, "Mom, we want ice cream." And she's just like, "Okay."
Next time.
So Wanda's not gonna fight him yet.
I am so tired
Meanwhile.
of the Tasmanian devil.
Anyway, meanwhile, back in 616 universe, Wong has been captured. He's just chained to a wall or whatever.
Yep.
He's watching Wanda perform all the evil magic. And one of the sorcerers is not in fact dead. So she appears and just like, Wong, what do you? Thank God you're alive. It's like, wait, how are you alive? It's fine. Whatever. How do we need to stop her? All right, good. Free me and we'll get out of here. It's like,
she's
no.
like, no, you gotta destroy the book. And
You need to destroy the book now.
It's kind of hinted at that she liked Wong because the way she caressed that man's face, looked at him, and then the tear came down. I said, Wong, you a player, my boy?
I didn't get that, but I can see why you would think that.
I'm sitting here like, huh? Wong, my boy.
So she doesn't free Wong, but she just immediately jumps in and stabs the book, and that ends the spell.
Yep, she breaks the Darkhold.
Unfortunately, it also kills her. So that's unfortunate. Turns to stone, ash, whatever, and she dies. She has a tear on her face as she dies.
Yep.
And Wanda is just pissed.
Oh, she's pissed. She grabs Wong and asks him to reveal them secrets.
Why the lady didn't free Wong first before she did that, I don't know.
Plot.
Basically.
Yeah, boy.
So she's like, I need a copy, and Wong's like, there is no other Darkhold in this universe. Then where do we get this spell? And Wong says, like, there is a place. Darkhold was a copy. That's what he said.
Yeah. So basically,
the spells were originally inscribed on a mountain.
They go to the
and they're like, fine.
Darkhold.
We're going on a side quest. We're going to a mountain.
She gives him the little teleport ring, the little transport ring, to make the portals. There you go, portal ring.
The sling, I believe, is what it's called.
Yep.
And he slings them up to not the exact mountain, but a mountain next to that mountain. And Scarlet Witch is just like, why didn't we just teleport all the way to the mountain? Just like, no sorcerer has ever gone this far. And we'll be the first. They just fly up to the mountain, just like, Wong, why didn't you just go to the mountain? You knew that's where you were going anyways. There's a needless extra step here.
I guess he was like, man, she'll give up if I don't go all the way.
Meanwhile, with our heroes, sometime in this, I'm sure I'm confusing the exact order of scenes, but meanwhile, with our heroes, Doctor Strange and America Chavez, they've just been chilling with Mordo this whole time, and they start feeling sleepy. Because Mordo is a dick. He poisoned their tea with the sands of Vishanti, or whatever it's called.
Something like that.
Zaps their magic power, and they just fall asleep. They wake up inside this laboratory in giant plexiglass chambers. They just start talking, and there's a bunch of random scientists around. Strange wake up and just like, hey, nameless scientist, you know that things don't usually work out for nameless scientists like you, right? And the scientist turns around, and it's Christine. Man, Strange is a dick. Oh, shit. I just called my girlfriend a nameless scientist. That's not good.
Yeah.
Well, one of his... a different alternate version's girlfriend. Strange even asks, like, were we a thing in this universe?
Because he is weird.
Yeah. And Christine is just like, we never really figured it out. And then you died. Man, all the Stranges just have a thing. We'll get more into that. And eventually he gets a call, like, Strange, the Illuminati will see you now.
And then we go into more horror. Basically,
Well, first we meet the Illuminati, who are, Captain Carter, the first Avenger. Well, Baron Mordo first.
yeah.
Sorcerer
Baron
Supreme.
Mordo,
Then Captain Carter, the first Avenger.
AKA female Cap.
Yes. Then Monica Rambeau, aka Captain Marvel.
Well, Monica's mom.
Oh, that's her mom. Okay.
Yeah.
Maria Rambeau, aka Captain Marvel. Blackagar Boltagon, King of the Inhumans.
And it's the same.
And it
dude
is
from
the same
crappy
actor
show.
as from the failed ABC show.
Yep,
It is the same actor, but this time he's in full costume. So that one I was not expecting at all. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh shit, really? Blackful? All right, I guess Marvel still likes the Inhumans,
Just
at least a
not
little
the dude
bit.
who made it.
Probably true.
And we have
So
did it.
Blackful,
nice one, Doc.
and then the big one that caused my jaw to drop. Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four,
Good old John Krasinski said, "What's up,
played by
y'all?"
John Krasinski.
He just came in like, "What up, y'all? What's going on?"
He just teleported in, full Doctor Strange stretchy effects. It's great.
Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. Strange.
That is.
Rubber effect.
People have been asking for that specific casting for a long time, and I'm happy Marvel actually, did it.
Yeah, man. It was dope. And then this was revealed in the trailer, and I hated that they did it.
This one was spoiled in the trailer because they used his voice.
They use his voice and
But the reveal in the movie is actually pretty cool because you get the.
Here's the thing. That was in the trailer too. They
I
showed,
didn't remember the musical sting. I didn't remember the musical.
Not the musical sting. They showed the
okay.
chair.
The wheelchair. They showed the wheel.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They showed part of the wheelchair.
Yep. There we go.
So you get that in the little da 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 da, and it's freaking Professor X.
Patrick
Charles
Stewart
Xavier
as Professor X, with the actual chair from the show, the '90s cartoon, I should say, and it looks way too big on him.
It does. It is a very big chair.
Hilarious, but looks mad comfortable. It looks mad comfortable. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, he might need to take a nappy nap. He's getting old.
You're right.
Mad props to that man. He's a treasure.
So the Illuminati are there, and they talking to Strange. He's like, "You guys, I don't know what's going on, but Wanda's coming," and it's like, "Oh no, we
Is she
can
now?
handle Wanda." Yeah, they're like, "Oh, we can handle
Promises,
Wanda,"
promises.
and it's like, "No, you guys."
You're like, we can handle the Scarlet Witch. The biggest threat to the multiverse, though, is you,
And
Doctor
they-
Strange.
And they explain
Da
what
da da.
they explain why Strange in their universe is dead because he's
So in this universe's version of Endgame, Strange had a different idea on how to beat Thanos, and it was using the Darkhold.
yeah.
Sick Planet Hulk reference, bro.
Well, not.
Or wait, no, World
No,
War Hulk. Never mind.
It was the Book of Vishanti.
No, he used the Darkhold.
Yeah,
He used the Dark. Oh, Darkhold first, then the Book of Vishanti, and that's how they. He had to use 2 books to beat Thanos.
Because they
Listen, he's well read.
Yeah, they got him to stop using the what you call it?
They got him to stop using the Darkhold, but he's already corrupted by that point.
Yeah.
And they had Black Bolt kill him.
Yeah.
Black Bolt just whispers,
I'm sorry.
"Oh, I'm sorry." That's what it was. Yeah. He just whispers, "I'm sorry" at that man, and he gets completely evaporated.
That's about right.
Because that's what Black Bolt do.
What about the Sentry, though? Is he busy having a schizoid episode?
I don't know where the Sentry is in any of these universes. I hope he shows up eventually.
Hopefully not. I mean, the Sentry you can do a lot of interesting stuff with, but it's kind of like a lot of his stuff winds up being like 5 edgy 6 me, because it's like, oh, here's a superhero who's like really fucking defective as a person. Like, he just does not work in most of his incarnations, and he is
Yeah, you're not
obnoxiously
wrong.
powerful. It's like, hey, let's have Superman if he,
Oh,
you
God,
know,
this is laggy.
would go outside and then like might blow up the planet because you know the snakes are chasing him.
I'm gonna
Right.
forgive this lag on the alpha, but I'm telling you right now, if you're lagging in an alpha, you suck. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Well, I mean, they've got one server in like San Francisco, and it doesn't know what to do.
That's why I'm like, I'm gonna let it slide because
Or
it's an
Canada.
alpha.
Well, the
But
crystal gem.
like, if you are lagging in an alpha,
Bust your arms, you'll get harmed.
Wait, why is it their fault that the alpha is not adequately prepared to deal with people?
nah, some people like to lag to it. Yeah.
But lagging
Echo is
rarely
just
has anything.
salty.
I am a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you here.
Yeah, don't You'll get him next
At least he's
time.
honest about it.
And they the trolling at the end, like, ooh. But it's the trolling at the end that gets me. Garnet just
Alright.
dies.
Let's go!
It's funny to me. I don't know why.
So anyway, they explain what happened. They killed their Doctor Strange because he was corrupted by the
Who you gonna
Darkhold.
play as?
Let me see. And now they're like, well,
Just show me who we're fighting.
we can't have. We've seen what Doctor Strange would do when pushed into this scenario.
Can't
You
have
can't trust any Doctor Stranges.
And this is where Wanda shows up.
Wanda has. They've gone to the mountain. They
Oh,
found the spells.
Wait. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Never mind. I thought we.
Turns out that this whole temple on top of the mountain is actually a shrine to the Scarlet Witch. There's a bunch of. I assume they're mindless ones.
Yes.
I think they're supposed to be mindless ones. But giant troll-like creatures that are there, and they worship Wanda
Mm-hmm.
because she is the Scarlet Witch.
She is the Scarlet Witch.
Oh no! Okay, so I forgot about this part. So the 8 free 8 Strange, when he defeated Thanos, actually caused an incursion, which is basically what happens when 2 universes get too close and crash into each other and blow up.
Yep.
And that is why they wound up killing their Strange.
I hate it when that happens. I've read Infinite Crisis. I know how bad that is.
So they killed her Strange. Anyway, so Wanda's back. She has her full power now. She has the spells just on the wall, so she can dreamwalk again. Goes into the one that's in 838, and she shows up at the Illuminati secret hideout, which is not that secret, and she just starts wrecking shit.
She's
Wrecking shit.
House.
It's guarded by, I believe they're supposed to be like Ultron drones.
Yeah, they
and
are.
she just wrecks all of them. Which, by the way, there's no mention of Stark in this universe. I'm just gonna throw that out there real fast. There's no Stark in this world.
Became an
least we don't
alcoholic
see it.
and died. Just
Very
like the
possible.
other one. Or just, died in whatever the MCU timelines war that he happened in. Afghanistan, I guess.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to Vietnam, as opposed to Korea. He gets rebooted a bit.
He does. Anyway, so she shows up, and things happen at this point. Most of the Illuminati go to confront her,
Oh yeah.
which is not a
Okay.
good idea.
Oh, this was the part that made me.
Ugh.
Golly. So I'll take over.
Yep.
Oh, this
Scale of 1 to people get turned inside out.
people get turned inside out.
100% people get turned inside
Yeah,
out.
okay, very good.
Alright, so here's what happens. This is like
For what it's worth.
yeah. So they confront her, and Mr. Reed Richards tries to reason with her, like, Wanda, I have kids of my own. I understand what you're going through, but you gotta stop.
Get him next time.
And she's like, oh. And look, before we get to that, he's like, listen, Black Bolt can easily erase you with a word, right?
A single whisper from his mouth.
And
He has no mouth and he must scream.
She's like, what?
Exactly.
She's like,
Naturally.
what mouth? And he's like freaking out. And I guess he tries to tear a hole in his face. And it don't work. Instead, his brain pops. And it leaking. Like one side of his head gets saggy. And I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
yo.
you see his head explode
It was
on screen,
It was
full force. There was a 5-year-old sitting in front of me in the theater when that went on.
I was like, hey, yo.
I'm down with it. Traumatize those kids early.
Oh, that was
It'll be a very important lesson.
to me. I was caught off guard, and I'm like, yeah, he got the most gruesome
Who you
death.
gonna play as?
And I'm like, yeah, Marvel don't like the Inhumans, or at least the guy who made them.
Well, and then they also proved that they don't really like Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, I bet he gets all tied in knots, right?
Nope, even worse.
Nope.
As he's trying to reason with her and everything because they just watched what happened to Black Bolt. He's like, I got kids of my own, and she's like, well, do they have a mother? And he's like, yeah. And she goes, good.
Oh.
There'll be someone to take care of him, and turns him into stringy confetti spaghetti bits.
Nice.
I'm like,
Just tears him apart.
it was kind
Silly
of
scream
funny.
fashion.
Yeah,
And then his head goes pop at the very end.
Yep.
Not as gruesome, but that's what it looks like.
it was,
Ugh.
bro. That I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, hey yo. I laughed at it, Loki, because I didn't expect it. It caught me off guard. So then, it happened when Reed tried to stretch at her to try to subdue her, but by that point it was already too late. You know?
Yeah. Anyway, there's 2 members left. We got
Captain
Maria Rambeau
Carter
and,
And
Captain Carter.
Marvel. And
Captain Carter with a jetpack.
Captain Carter tries to go in with the fisticuffs against Scarlet Witch, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, why are you letting this happen, Wanda? They having a choreographed.
I will agree
fight.
with that. She just immediately took care of the other 2. There's no reason why she had to actually fight those
And
2.
you know why they did it? To show off Captain Carter, because apparently she may get another movie, and I'm like, no,
Let's
you don't
get
need one.
started.
We have Sam Wilson. That's a complaint
Rambo.
for another day, right? So
And Captain Marvel as well. This
well,
version, anyway.
Well, yeah. So as we get to it, she's fighting. She knocks her down, and she's like, "How long you gonna keep this up? I can do this all day." Spits the blood out her mouth and tries to fight again.
Get ready, 'cause this
She gets knocked down. Oh, the game started. I don't know. That load was weird. The game. So, what happened? All right, yeah. So she's fighting there, and she catches the shield that Captain Carter throws at her.
Captain Carter throws a shield at Wanda. Wanda catches it.
And throws,
throws
it
it back.
and she is split in half. They don't show it,
Yeah.
but they show the blood on the shield.
And her reaction to it. Just, yeah.
When Captain America throw his... Okay, I'm done.
No, not Captain America.
And then
Yeah, but
Maria
it's
Rambeau just gets crushed by a statue. She gets knocked through the wall a bunch
They
of
have a good
times.
fight though. Like Captain Marvel, you can
No,
tell.
it's a decent fight. It's a decent fight.
You could tell like she was actually pushing Wanda to that point.
Man, Wanda should have just given her cancer, and that would have been poetic because
Like honestly, if she can just
That's how-
turn,
Captain
she can just turn Reed Richards into Silly String at the drop of a hat. I mean,
That was my issue. I was like, why you got Captain Carter to do her thing?
and Captain Marvel, I guess, is a little because she has cosmic powers and
Yeah,
whatnot. but
like
still.
she's fine. Like you have to try to deal with that.
He does wind up getting crushed by a statue, and that's what does her in. So,
Yeah, because
kind of lame.
kinda lame.
it is kind
Kinda
of lame
lame.
because they have a clash and they both fall down. Wanda gets up first and drops the statue on her. Captain Marvel reacts too late and gets crushed. Matter of fact,
And
she
you
didn't
see,
even react.
and she's
She tried to
dead because you
defend
see you see her arm sticking out of the rubble, and she's like, dead. Yep. So while all that havoc is going on, Strange is talking to Xavier a little bit, and Xavier is just like, you know what, Strange? If you can get out of this, then I will put my faith in you. All right. All you gotta do. There's trouble to deal with. I will go and deal with it. Mordo, you stay here and watch him. Strange, do whatever you gotta do. And Xavier leaves. And Strange is sitting there in handcuffs still, that are keeping him from doing all his magical bullshit. And he just
Mordo's stupid.
looks up at Mordo, and he just starts being like, "Man, Mordo, you suck."
He starts
like-
roasting Mordo to the point Mordo's like, you know what?
100%
forget it.
just starts roasting Mordo.
And he's like, you know what? Forget it. Nah, we throwing hands now. I can see why
And
the me
Yeah,
in your
I can
universe don't
Who you
like
gonna
you.
play as?
Like, bro.
I can see why the Mordo in your universe doesn't try to kill you.
Like,
Mordo's just... Strange is just like, well, he tried. He never did. I was always better. You know what? I bet the same thing happened in this universe. I bet you gave your Strange the Darkhold so that he would become evil and subsequently get killed. You planned the whole thing, didn't you? Mordo's just like,
what up,
okay, buddy,
Monty?
you're done.
Monty, tell me about
Count-
it later. I'll deal with it later. I promise you. Promise you. I'll look at
Oh.
it later. Cause I got a notification, so I gotta look at it. But I promise you,
Alright.
I'll look at it later.
So anyway, Mordo does like, the council votes to kill since I'm the only member of the council here. All in favor of killing Strange say aye. Aye, the council is unanimous. Strange, you're gonna die.
Yeah, and they have a fight.
He tries to throw hands of Strange,
Who's
who is in handcuffs, by the way.
and he loses.
And he loses.
Fucking loses.
Mordo just absolutely sucks.
Like, how you get bodied by a dude in handcuffs is beyond me.
In magical inhibiting handcuffs, too. Strange, like, blocks it with the handcuffs. They eventually cut in half. He gets one side off, locks it onto Mordo, and they start fighting, like, while handcuffed together. It's a pretty dope fight, honestly.
Yeah, it's
That's a
pretty
really good one.
And meanwhile, Wanda's on her way to America Chavez.
I'll beat you.
Yep.
Christine's the
Wanda's on the
only
way.
one.
Christine is trying to get her out of there, but things are going wrong because magic bullshit.
Yeah.
And so she gets there. Eventually, Chavez just punches the glass, and it's in that classic star pattern, which I thought was a nice detail.
Yeah.
They start doing that. Wanda shows up and just like, all right, give me America Chavez and I will leave you all alone. That's when Charles Xavier shows up and just like, Wanda, it's time to stop. And he uses his telepathy to just go into Wanda's mind
and tries to free the other Wanda.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty neat scene. It's just like an empty field, and there's like some barely rubble in the background. Yeah, there's a little bit of rubble from like her past.
Yeah,
like because she was in a war when she grew up, not like actually fighting, but she lived in a war zone.
Yeah.
There's like a little TV playing like the sitcoms. If you watch WandaVision, you know what that's all referencing. And so he sees his universe as Wanda, the good Wanda. Oh, by the way, I need to point this out. I skipped over this, but I need to point this out. When they're explaining how, like, because this universe has figured out interdimensional travel and all that jazz, they specifically call out that the universe of the Illuminati is 838, and that the one that Doctor Strange is coming from, they're designating as 616.
Yep. And I'm like,
which is not right! That's the comics universe!
We all know what the comics label the movieverse as. It's like 1999 something. So I'm like, this is gonna be a problem for people. And I'm like, I understand. But I think they
I know it's just like a cute reference and all, but I was just like, and jokingly, I'm like, Marvel, you screwed up your own number references! Yeah. Come on!
It's
How can you expect us to keep it straight if you can't? Like, I just do it in joke. I know why. It's just a
no. I got you.
Anyway. So, back to Xavier trying to help to free their universe as Wanda. Tries to pull her out of the rubble. This ominous red cloud just starts encroaching on the room on the field they're in.
I will fight.
And it's just, oh boy, this is bad. Oh boy, this is bad.
A monstrous-looking version of Wanda shows up and murders that man, breaking his neck. It was like, dang.
Just snaps his neck in his mind, in the mind.
In his mind, so he just falls out and dies.
Yeah, and he just dies in real life. Because if you die in your brain, you die in real life.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It was, bruh. Let me tell you, bruh.
So Professor Xavier is dead. All the Illuminati are dead. I'm upset by this.
I kind of laugh.
I get that Marvel doesn't really care about this universe, but I'm still upset by it.
I laugh. I low-key laugh. Not at Reed Richards. It's just Black Bolt. The way he had the most gruesome one. He blew his own brains out. Literally.
But so they do that. So when Wanda finally gets out of the mind, Wanda, Chavez, and Christy are both gone already. Thank God. They meet up with Strange.
They give him a new cape.
They do the horror movie trope of they just see a shadow running down the hallway, and it's just like, and you see that da 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 da. Oh hey, good thing I found you guys, and it's like a jump scare.
Oh yeah.
So they do that trope again. They head down to the basement because turns out before he died, their Strange, 838 Strange, set up a waypoint to the Book of Ashanti, just a classic shortcut.
Yep.
So what you were saying, Frag, about the Stranges needing to keep better tabs? One of them did, at least.
But he did.
One of them did before he died.
Eventually,
so they head to the
they will all get the memo.
So they escape. They go down to the basement, being chased by Wanda. It's actually a pretty neat chase scene. Not gonna lie.
Literally a scene out of Dead by Daylight. That's all I could think of.
Or like Evil Dead or something like that.
Yeah, especially Evil Dead.
There's a lot of like Evil Dead hallmarks I see in this one. Not just Bruce Campbell, but he's a big one.
Bruce Campbell, the book, you know, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Necronomicon's in it?
No, it's like
The Darkhold is their stand-in for the next
Oh, nice. Like flesh skin cover and everything. The screaming face.
I don't think so. We don't really get a good look at it.
Oh, it's not the Necronomicon.
But they basically,
it's not. But
it's
I'm saying,
basically
like,
I feel
it's-
betrayed.
I'm just
You
saying
got my
it's like the
hopes
evil
up.
book.
Then you threw him to the ground and had your way with them. Why would you do this, Miyako? I trusted you.
So anyway, they find super. So they do that. Strange eventually breaks the tunnel that they're in because apparently they're under a lake, and just there's a bunch of water now, which at least stalls Wanda for a little bit. Which gives them time to find a super secret door. Strange tries to unlock super secret door with magic, just like
It doesn't work.
what would be something I would have that? What would I make the key to this door? And Christy just pulls out the watch that from their first date. It's like,
Because,
oh, you know what? That works.
Yeah, because he's a simp.
100%. So they use the watch. They open the door. They head to the space between universes. Get to the Book of Ashanti. Huzzah! They have the power to defeat Wanda now. And Wanda shows up and immediately
Get him
blows up.
next time.
I am sorry, Kuzan.
So, goodbye, Book of Goodness. Some help you were.
I tried this man, Shaggy. My goodness, tired of him.
Toasty!
Wanda does also, after she destroys their one hope of beating her,
Yep.
he takes over Chavez's mind a little bit and creates another portal and sends Christy and Strange to an already destroyed universe.
By an incursion.
Yep. And then takes
Who you gonna
Chavez
play
back
as?
to her main base and just leaves the alternate version of Wanda just there in the space between dimensions.
Once Wanda snaps out of it, she just goes home.
Yeah, she's just like,
My kid.
what the fuck am I doing here? Where are my kids?
And literally flies off. That's it.
And she just flies off back through the door and leaves.
Fighting
I'm
this
just like,
world
huh.
make you a hero.
Okay, one track mind, huh, Wanda?
In every universe, yep.
Swear.
But anyway, we now get to like the best part of the movie. So Strange and Christy are in the Incursion Destroyed universe.
Mm-hmm.
They wander around a little bit and they find the Sanctum Sanctorum. And there's someone inside and they're like, oh, alright.
Oh, nice Harley Quinn outfit.
Seems like the Strange in this universe is still here. Great.
By the way, this
Let's
is...
see if he can help us.
I'll get to it when we get there. Go ahead, then.
So Strange heads in alone, because they're terrified, just in case. And heads up, and he meets Sinister Strange, I believe is the official name.
Yes, it is.
Is what they're calling him.
It is not the Strange from What If. It is not him. For people
Who
who
you
are
gonna
confused,
play
like,
as?
is that? No, it's not him. Because he's in a little...
Different Strange.
Yeah, he's in a little bubble. Doctor Strange Supreme, he is. Sinister Strange is the simplest of all Stranges.
Yes,
Yeah,
and he's
so-
played by the famous British actor Bumbleduck Cucumber Patch.
There you go.
As all of the Doctor Stranges are.
So is there a Howard the Duck reference at all in this movie?
I don't believe so.
As all-
Unless I missed
Oh,
it.
so
unless I
it's
missed
not
it.
worth watching. Got it? Understood.
So
Easy.
anyway,
Don't have to spend money.
Let's get started.
We get to the best.
this
part.
Strange is just like...
He'll do anything
Oh.
to get to a Christine. Even.
Well, no, he's like, well, my universe was destroyed, and I used the Darkhold to try and find any sort of way to fix it. And the Darkhold showed me that in every universe, we never get with Christine.
Challenge.
We always love Christine in every universe, but we never get together. And I thought that kind of sucked. So I have made it my life's mission to go and kill all of our alternate selves to put them out of their misery.
Oh, fair enough. You know what? I can't argue with that logic. If we are damned to suffer for all eternity, having never scored, what is the point? I will save all of us the trouble. I approve, dude.
That's basically this Strange's logic. And this Strange is just like,
super.
you know that dream you had where you were falling off a high cliff?
That's me.
That was probably me.
That time in grade school, Barry, where you tripped and fell and everybody saw your pants? Me, Barry! It was all me!
Ready for more.
My god, he's truly malevolent.
Although Evil Strange is like, actually, if you maybe let me get together with your Christine, then maybe I can help you out, and you can get back to your own universe. And our Strange is just like,
Yeah, no.
yeah, no, that's not happening. And thus ensues the best fight of the entire movie.
What the heck did I just hear? God
Don't
damn.
worry about that, Blaze. Just know this is the best part of the movie.
So they start fighting a little bit. Strange gets knocked into a piano, and there's a bunch of sheet music. He's like, I have the perfect plan. Music fight!
Music fight, baby. I knew Dunn did a standing. He stood up and clapped when the music fight happened.
I was so happy when the music fight started. He like lifts all the notes out of the page, and you hear like the music playing in the background. He just blasts them all at Evil Strange. Evil Strange is just like, I know how to stop this. He creates a staff that all the music notes get placed on,
Yep.
and creates a different melody with the notes, and fires that back. Just like, man, I love this fight. Man, I
It was
fucking love
the most
this
comic
fight.
book fight.
You have like Strange is like doing like a classic as like
You'll get him next time.
orchestra with like trumpets and violins, and the Evil Strange is just doing like blasts of brass at him, just like oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Okay.
And eventually, and their music just starts. They eventually get into like a power struggle where the music is like coalescing in the middle, and our good Doctor Strange sees a harp over in the corner and just like, ting, and one note comes in and completely disrupts the harmonic balance, and everything explodes.
My mother told me
Best
fighting does not
fight
make you a hero.
in the movie.
Best fight ever.
Don't care.
Evil Strange gets blasted out of the main window and thankfully lands on a fence. That kills him.
Yeah, good old Spike fence killed him.
Good old spike fence.
So now Strange uses the Darkhold.
So yeah, so Strange is there by himself. He has Evil Strange's Darkhold, and he starts using it.
Let's get
He's like, well, I gotta use this to get to the other universe. Chrissy walks in, sees that one of the Stranges alive at least, just like, oh, so you're using the Darkhold. You're just like every other Strange, using dark power to get whatever you want. Just like, we don't have much other option here, lady.
Bro, this is a pet peeve I have of mine in like almost any type of media. When they pick the wrong moment to try and discuss something that doesn't need to be discussed. Like, discuss it later. We don't have time for this.
Right. So Strange is just like, we have no other option. The only way we're gonna save Chavez is if I use this book now to dreamwalk into the universe and save her myself. And she's just like, but there isn't a Strange in your universe right now. Yes, there is. I'm gonna need your help for this. For what? I need you to protect my body from the spirits of the damned. So he dreamwalks into the corpse that he left in his universe. And we get Zombie Strange.
Yep.
This is how you get Marvel zombies.
That was
If
already
it's not
one.
Reed Richards, evil ultimate Reed Richards, it's Doc Strange. But hey, at least we get like zombie Silver Surfer Galactus powered absolutely fucking everybody. So that's cool. Man, Marvel Zombies gets obnoxious. It's just so goofy.
Is it like DC's Deceased run little event was pretty nice.
Alright. Anyway, so we have Zombie Strange. And he's ready to go kick some ass. Thankfully, he still has like the sling, the teleport ring. So he's just like, alright, I know where to go. Teleports to the mountain. And then the spirits of the damned showed up. And they start assaulting him, being like, Strange, you're breaking the rules! You can't dreamwalk with a corpse! You're defiling the dead!
And Strange is like, yes, and?
Yeah,
And
and they attack him.
pretty much, they start attacking him. They overwhelm him a little bit. Christy like opens his eye. His real body starts convulsing, because he's being attacked by the spirits of the damned. Christy opens his eye, and the spirits of the damned just pop out of him. Just travel dimensions through his body. Just like, oh god. She fights him off with a flamethrower though. That's pretty sick.
No, she uses something special. It has like
1 point for blue.
something of the Vishanti in there.
That gets that one.
Some magical artifact that happens to spurt like a bunch of like flammable gas. And she has like a torch, like a lighter or something. Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So they do that. Christy eventually says to Strange, like, Strange, you guys don't fight the spirits, use them. Strange is like, you know what? That's a good idea. And so he starts like capturing the spirits with his magic and makes like a Spirit of the Damned cape for himself.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
It is.
I like Spirit of the Damned cake myself. It's like Devil's Food cake, only a little drier.
Oh god, Frank, what the heck?
What? That's like the least goofy thing I've said all day.
It's fun.
So he makes this cape made out of spirits of damn. He flies in he flies up to the Scarlet Witch's little
Oh,
hideout.
you said cape. Oh, I see
Yes.
the problem. I heard something
Who you gonna
else.
play as?
I'm sorry.
I understand.
Cool.
It looks pretty sick in the movie.
Yeah.
So he flies in, starts wrecking the mindless ones, just throws them all off a cliff.
Wong is there.
Great. Wong is hanging from the edge for dear life for most of this third act.
Wanda sent him off the
Yeah, Wanda just threw him off the cliff. Thankfully, he lived.
Yeah.
Barely. And he started climbing back up. He actually does get a nice shot in. Because, like, Strange falls off the cliff for a bit. And one of the mindless ones looks over and just gets stabbed by Wong's little rope
Kunai.
knife
Who you gonna
thing.
play
Yeah.
as?
Pretty great.
It was good.
Kunai and Chain, baby, let's go.
It worked. It definitely was dope to see. And okay, so yeah, we get to the little fight. He uses the cape of the damned, so to speak. So essentially, just try to keep her busy.
Because apparently the one thing that can stop the Scarlet Witch is the dead.
It did not work.
Well, it worked enough.
It worked to keep her distracted a bit, but it wasn't enough to like really stop her because she's
Yeah.
just
Let's get
crazy
started.
strong in here. And
But while that's happening, Strange frees America Chavez and has a little discussion where we're like, you can control your power. Alright?
instead of
Well, no,
taking
first, America Chavez is like, I understand, you need to take my power. Go ahead and take it.
Strange
He's
is
like,
like,
no,
nah.
I'm not doing that. You can control your power. You got this. We believe in you. And just like, but I can't. Your power has only sent us to places we needed to go. Apparently. I don't exactly know how that works, but okay. Whatever you gotta say, Strange.
Yeah, just pep her up,
Yep. So he boosts up her confidence. She starts wrecking shit. Just starts punching Wanda.
Yeah, she
Straight
literally
up.
just starts punching Wanda. And like Wanda, she's eating those punches though.
She is. But also her punches open dimensions.
Yeah.
And she opens a portal straight to her kids.
And her kids see her being an absolute menace and are afraid. So they beat Wanda.
Absolutely terrified.
They give Wanda exactly what she wants.
Ready for more.
You're not our mom. It's like, no, I am your mom. It's okay. It's okay. I just gotta deal with this. Go away. And they start throwing things at her.
It's a good
Like-
thing I didn't tell you about the ice cream song. That shit was terrible.
And Wanda finally realized, like, man, I fucked up.
Yep.
Eventually, her real mom shows up. Their real mom shows up, the 838 version.
Yep.
Eventually. And there's a moment where it's like, I understand your pain, but I'm not letting you steal my kids.
And she said something else, I
It's been 2 weeks, I can't remember.
think. Oh, yeah. But she said something else about it, and that's when Wanda's like, yeah, you know what?
You know what? I fucked up. I'm gonna destroy the Darkhold now. Everything about it. So that was what they do. They go back to 616. Wanda just lifts the entire temple off its hinges.
Blows it up.
Chavez and Strange and Wong all get out of there. And Wanda just brings the temple down on herself. And destroys every Darkhold in every dimension. Huzzah! The day has been saved. I think.
Until
Wanda's dead, though.
No, she's not.
They want us to think she's dead.
Yeah, but they should. Look, all right, if they wanted us to think that, they shouldn't have showed that red light at the end.
1 point for blue.
Or when she was blowing the place
Fair.
up. Because then it's like, oh, she just disappeared. Okay.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'll tell you right now, though, Vision ain't gonna be too happy with this.
Whichever Vision. Because there's still White Vision going around. Remember that?
He put his mind, he fixed it, so White Vision is, he's normal Vision, but he's just trying to find himself.
Right.
I just realized that I understand why you like Tom and Jerry so much. He's literally Deno.
Gets that one.
He's friggin' Deno, dude. You're like getting the wombos out. And it's like, yes, yes, yes. Got the hook, got the sweeps.
And just like Deno, it's very hard to do that.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get full combo.
Yes.
It's a freaking miracle. Alright, and that's pretty much the end of the movie.
Yeah.
There's not much wrap up, honestly.
Other than a post-credit scene, there's really nothing. No, Strange walks out. Strange fixes a watch.
Nice one, Doc.
He's feeling
Yeah,
good
Strange
about himself
finally
now.
fixes the watch from their first date.
He replaces all the stuff
like
in it, so now it's
a
a
pass
whole
it.
new watch.
He's ready to move on.
Continue.
And
I
he
guess
goes-
the implication is he's gonna try getting with his own universe as Christie.
No,
Either that or he's just
the
moved on.
implication is he moved on by replacing the broken parts of the watch.
Okay.
And-
There's a couple of ways you could read it.
And then he walks outside, and it's like, oh.
He walks outside, he's in the middle of a crosswalk, and he doubles over in pain.
And then a third eye pops up.
Turns out he grew a third eye. Yeah.
He grew a third eye, and then
He read the Darkhold one time, and he grew a third eye. Just like the Evil Strange earlier.
Man,
And it's
usually it
crossover
takes a
that
pretty
part.
hefty dose of psilocybin for that to happen to me.
oh god. But
Listen.
wait, there's more because post-credit scene. Clea.
Yes, we get... Clea shows up in the
Clea
post-credit
shows up.
scene. It's literally, she just pops out of a portal just like,
Strange.
Strange, I need your help to stop an incursion. And Strange is like, okay.
He opens.
And he
it
opens up
and
it.
then-
He still has his third eye. He opens it up. He's like, full control.
And they go.
So he's
where-
fine.
Where it looks like they're going is the dark dimension. Where Dormammu.
It does look like the Dark Dimension from the first Doctor Strange.
Yep. Where Dormammu is.
Well, yeah, it's Clea. Who else are you gonna fight?
Exactly. And then there's another scene where Bruce Campbell finally finishes punching himself in the face and says it's over.
Yes.
Finally.
And he's just like, it's over! And then cut to black. At least Bruce Campbell's fine. That's good.
I know his
That
face
yes,
hurts.
and Professor X, I guess, is fine.
Is he though?
No, he's dead.
Oh,
At least the one we knew.
wait, which one got squished then?
Wish?
No, then which? How did he get bopped then?
Oh.
I thought he just.
Wanda went in his
He
brain.
left.
He got his neck snapped.
Yeah, when Wanda
Oh,
went inside
well.
his brain to
Oh,
He
right.
tried it-
Yeah, okay. I remember now. Yep.
Yeah. So all their all those super powerful people that formed their Illuminati, they're all dead.
Yeah,
Except Mordo. Mordo's alive.
who cares about him?
Yeah, but Mordo kind of sucks. So
Yeah, lost
that universe is screwed.
Yeah, that's the multiverse of madness in a nutshell. It was like I said, it was enjoyable. There were some parts that made you go, this is kind of a weird decision. But other than that,
Like, I get why they made Wanda the villain, kinda. Like, but I don't know. I'm still iffy on it.
I mean, it worked though.
I don't know if I just don't know if it was like the best decision to make
I'm
one
glad
of your
they
heroes
did.
that you've been trying to move to the forefront, a bad guy, and kill her off in quotes.
Well, the best part about it is it kind of needed to happen because after.
And then have Wanda just go on a complete rampage, killing a bunch of other fan favorite characters.
Black Bolt's a fan favorite.
Okay.
Anyone
A bunch
with
of fan
class,
favorite characters
yes.
plus Black
In the
Bolt.
comic.
But no, I was thinking like maybe it could have just been like an alternate straight Wanda, not the main Wanda was the bad guy. I don't know. I just speculating. I'm not gonna lie, like the whole Wanda is the villain thing actually kind of caught me off guard when I was watching it. And as soon as that reveal happened, I was like, "Oh wait, we didn't actually know who the villain was for this movie, did we?"
They were teasing like
It was more foretold. Really.
yeah, they kind of teased it, but at the same time, they didn't straight up outright say it.
Yeah, because that's the premise of Scarlet Witch. Because lots of people do not understand that in some cases, comic book wise, Scarlet Witch was also a villain in some points.
Like, no, I know she started as a villain. That's how her own thing started. She was a bad guy. But I'm saying like MCU version of which is what people know.
You mean
because-
the one who's had, other than WandaVision, literally zero characterization?
Yes.
I can't.
But
Yeah.
that's still at the end of the day, the one that
I
people
gotta
know.
disagree with that.
She shows up in the one movie with her brother, and then the brother gets killed off screen. And then she's like, "Oh
No, he gets killed very much on screen.
Okay, well, yes, it was so unfucking memorable. It's like they had so little relevance to that movie that I can't even remember, as you can see. They were that important.
No, she was like I said, a lot of it was just she got a lot of trauma.
She was relevant in Civil War for the most part.
That was
Then
just the
then Infinity War, but then she got snapped and she wasn't in an Endgame. So
No, she was in Endgame. It's just that she wasn't really.
Another
until the very
pan
end,
slap.
Yeah, that was
when
it.
everybody was in it.
You gotta love the pan slap.
Yeah, but that was the
that
whole
sound
purpose.
effect. Bong.
But that was the whole purpose of WandaVision. That was.
Yeah.
And then she had WandaVision was giving her all her character,
Yeah.
which is why you kind of need to watch WandaVision to understand Wanda's whole motivation for this movie.
Yeah.
Because that.
But even at the end of WandaVision, like she was reading the Darkhold, but I didn't think she was gonna be villain.
Remember,
Yeah.
she read the Darkhold and heard her kid's voice.
And plus,
She did, but that doesn't mean she's turning evil.
I'm
well,
aware
keep
of
in
that,
mind-
but like, she wants
keep
to
this-
see them.
But it's the Darkhold.
That's what I was
That's
trying to
like
say.
what it does.
Yeah.
Darkhold literally makes like anyone who even looks into the thing, it makes them out of bad shit.
I am aware of this. I just didn't expect them to turn one of the people they were pushing as a hero into a villain. At least not this hard. Because it's a turn. This is a complete turn
Dude, that's fine.
from hero to freaking villain. Not even like anti-hero, she's straight up villain.
Yeah,
no, dude, I get.
But she's doing it
what
to
you're
get her
saying.
kids. That's about as morally ambiguous
Not
as you're
her
allowed
kids.
to get.
A different universe's version of her
Right,
kid.
but as
They
far as
point
she's
this out.
concerned, that's her
kids
kids.
never existed.
But like,
Right.
Her kids never existed in the first place. They can
And as
point that
far
out
as she's
multiple
concerned,
times.
though,
But yeah,
they
yeah,
are
yeah.
her kids.
Done. I get what you're saying. No, don't get me wrong. I get what you're saying. it was one of those things. But like because of the way WandaVision ended, and like she never properly dealt with her trauma. She still never
I know.
properly dealt
I
with it.
get that. I get that.
So that's where that came from. So it's like she'll do anything to see them because I got rich bugs.
I understand where it comes from, and I see the plot thread they went with. I just wasn't expecting them to go that fucking hard on Wanda as a villain.
Yeah, no,
That's all.
I literally, I'm getting what you're saying. I'm getting what you're putting down, my friend. And that's a wrap. Next time is Chip and Dale, because that movie's hilarious. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Chip
Also,
and Dale.
not just gonna other complaint I had. 838. Like I love the concept and all that. It's a neat universe, but did we really need to kill all of them just immediately? Like it wasn't even a fight.
It was just to showcase Wanda being evil and will do anything.
I know, but
I get it, my boy. Yeah, let's see.
again, I didn't expect Marvel to just be okay with killing Captain Carter. I know it's a different alter universe version, but still.
Yeah. Alright, so this will be the last best 2 out of 3 here.
Marvel made some decisions with this movie. Also, I'm not sure how they got it under the PG-13. Someone was bribed. Someone at the ratings board was bribed. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, nobody had sex. Easy.
Well, that and they didn't show Captain Carter getting cut in half. That was all screen.
There were some very creative edits.
Yeah, 'cause Black Bolt's head literally didn't his head didn't blow up. It's just inside of his head just deflated, and he was just on the ground.
You see his cowl move.
Yeah.
Contain the explosion.
Yeah, and
it's right on the verge.
And
it's right on the verge.
And Reed is just silly string. That's it. And they didn't really they didn't show what happened. They did show the neck snapping. They didn't show him just being on the ground afterwards.
No, they showed him die IRL.
Oh, okay. No, I mean
in the chair. He's sitting in the chair, and you see him die.
Yeah, in the chair he's dead. I mean
you don't see but that's not even his body. That's just his mind.
Yeah. they got away with it by being creative with it. 'Cause Reed got turned into silly string. And they cut away when Captain Marvel got.
I will say, of all of them, just turning Reed Richards into Silly String was probably the one I had the most. Probably the one I was like, really, just take him out that easy. Like the Black Bolt one is also. I'm just like, okay, come on,
bro. I am getting these spikes with Tom and Jerry.
Because if you're gonna give Wanda the ability to take away someone's mouth, then she can literally just stop their hearts at this point.
Well, yeah. Everything else is just, icing on the cake.
We gotta show Captain Carter look good because they want to push her and not Sam Wilson's Captain America for some reason.
Well, they didn't want to kill Sam Wilson.
Is there? When is the next time we're supposed to be seeing Cap, anyways? He doesn't.
He has a movie announced, but that's it. And then they're like, "Hey, Captain Carter's doing more stuff," and I'm like, "Bro, I don't care about her. I'm not that big of a fan of Captain America either."
To be at least a little fair, this is only her first live action appearance as Captain Carter. Obviously, we've seen Kitty Carter a whole bunch, but
yeah, I'm okay with the.
You hadn't seen a live action Captain Carter.
Yeah, like I said, I'm fine with that. I am fine with the what if stuff, but it's just the announcing the Captain Carter may get a movie that's in the works, and I'm like, huh? Bro, why announce that when you need to work on Sam Wilson, Captain? Yeah, fuck. Sam,
It's
work
okay.
on Sam.
I don't know.
It's okay, Echo.
Was that like an official Marvel announcement?
Or
is that just rumors?
No, I think that was official.
And plus, I don't see why it wouldn't be. I mean, they didn't make the guy Captain America for no apparent reason.
Yeah, but it's just like, yo, talk about Sam more, okay? Golly.
All the stuff that we literally have went through in Falcon.
No, I just I just see it's rumors. I see like it is claimed that a live-action Captain Carter movie or Disney Plus series is in development. I don't believe that wasn't. Yeah, I'm just seeing rumors, and
Fair enough.
it is claimed and all.
Fair enough.
But I don't believe Marvel officially came out and said, "Yeah, the next Captain America is going to star this movie, star Haley Atwell as Captain Carter."
Oh no,
so.
no, because they already announced Sam Wilson getting that. He's in that one. That's his Captain America movie. I'm just saying, a lot going on with Captain Carter right now. I'm not a fan.
Yeah. And speaking of Sam Wilson, shout out to my
She's
boy
pop. Look, she had the What If series, and she was really
Yeah,
popular
she
in
can
that.
stay in that.
And she just this is her only live action appearance so far,
Yeah,
and she
and
died.
Leave it that
all
way.
right,
Leave
calm
it that
down.
way. Glue her to her
Calm
seat.
down.
I will not glue her to her seat.
Would
and
you
leave
rather
her
have
there.
been? Would you rather have been Sam Wilson in this movie?
No, he
Same
got
thing
his,
happens.
But like here's the thing. We already know he's got a movie, so even if that was Sam Wilson, I'd be like, I don't care because we got actual Sam getting his thing. Alright?
All right.
Just saying. Keep her glued to her seat. Let's go, Jerry. Yee.
Honestly, if we're talking like the older Avengers, I want to see stuff to do with Iron Man again because he's my favorite superhero. So Western one anyway.
That's fair.
And I know he died and his story is over, but I'm really excited for Armor Wars with Don Cheadle. So
Yeah, like I said, that's fair. You know, if you want to see more of something you like, it happens all the time.
Wasn't he
Yeah.
was it get something on Ironheart in terms of that?
Yeah,
Or no.
Armor Wars.
also Ironheart, yes.
Okay, making
She's
sure.
gonna be in apparently Black Panther 2. And, oh, I messed that up. She's gonna be in Black Panther 2. I guess there's a little cameo or whatever. I don't know how
We'll
important
see.
it's gonna be to that.
Right. Oh, also one more thing to quickly mention about this movie. The end scene. One of the other things I forgot about is they're rebuilding Camartage. They're rebuilding their sorcerer training ground and all that. And we see America Chavez there, just doing some training
Yeah.
with the rest of the sorcerers, and you know, she's starting to make sparks with her hands, just like Doctor Strange does and all that. Which actually got me thinking, like, they want to do Young Avengers, right?
Yeah.
You know,
The roster has definitely changed up a bit.
right. But here's the thing: in the original Young Avengers, America Chavez was the counterpart for Captain America.
No, we had
In this one-
we had Patriot. We had Patriot.
Patriot?
Yeah.
And who was America Chavez then?
She was just there. She opened portals.
How about
Not
that?
that she
Was the
wasn't-
whole reason why she was America.
Oh,
Just
that's just
because-
because it's her name.
I know, but when
That's
she was
it.
created by a writer,
Oh, I don't know.
because they wanted her name to be America.
Yeah, like,
Doesn't have to have any meaning beyond the hopes and dreams of something, freedom, liberty, blah, 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 and justice.
I believe
Things
that
that
was it.
don't actually exist in the country being named. It's okay.
Yeah. GG's Kazan. That wraps
I'm just
up-
saying they're definitely making this
no.
version of America Chavez being young Doctor Strange. or-
maybe it's just the
Magical.
The players.
She's taking up the magical mantle of the new
I don't
of
know.
the
I just
next iteration.
want her to do like a pre-cure henshin to become a magical girl.
Heck yeah! All right, GG's
In your
Kazan.
dreams, Frank.
Shut up, please.
Listen, dude, we already talked about my dreams and how they aren't fit to print.
Yeah. GG's Kazan. It was fun. We got a couple wins. We got a bang bang with the pan. Bro, when Tom slapped you with the pan as a dunk, the sound effect is just so satisfying. So satisfying. But that wraps up this episode of the podcast. Essentially, because people got to get up in the morning. We'll be back tomorrow, bro. Frag, what you got planned tomorrow?
Just the usual, continuing to do the run through of Gundam Seed Battle Destiny. So if you like seeing Gundam Seed mobile suits, then you'll enjoy that. If you don't enjoy seeing Gundam Seed anything, and I'm totally with you on that, sorry. Totally understandable. At least you can basically ignore the entire plot, so that's nice. Yay, plot ignorance.
My leg.
Yay.
Or, I don't know if anyone will show up for Mobile Suit Mondays, but I'll try to do that too.
Well, I'll see you all later.
All right,
Will
boys.
you, Blaze?
Maybe. Bye. I'm hungry.
Shut up, Blaze. Alright, y'all.
Yes.
Oh, that was it. Alright, good time. GG's, everybody. Kazan said he'll be there, Frank.
Sweet.
Alright,
I'm overjoyed, actually.
later,
I don't
guys.
sound because I'm tired, but I
Yeah.
am ecstatic.
Later,
across-
stream. Bye, chat.
I'm not even like. Should I raid? I don't. Do I have? Any?
Sayonara.
I don't know. Let me see who's on. Maybe I'll drop a little raid out. Well, let's see. Oh, Aru's on. All right, so real quick, we're gonna raid Aru, and then I am piecing the scene.
Yay.
It was fun, y'all. It was fun.
Good.
Let me just do the thing here.
You're still going? Still
Yeah.
Come on, Echo, hurry up. Stream's still going.
I know. God. There we go. All right, everybody.
Later. And
Gotta wait for the button to pop up. There we go.